And hello, everybody. We're bored, so we're streaming. That's basically it. With me, I have Sir Adamantine.
Hello, everybody.
So, let's solve our boredom.
Okay, what should we talk about?
I personally have no idea. Honestly, I was just that bored. I didn't really have anything in my mind whatsoever. I was there going, should I do more research for my my next video? And then it's like, I don't know. I really don't know.
That doesn't sound like all that much fun.
It's not much fun, especially when because people want me to talk about a topic in my next video from looking at the poll that I did on Twitter, and I thought, okay, I'll talk about men's health, considering that's what we talked, Misa stream, not too long ago. And also, since it's September, it's Prostate Cancer Awareness Week. It's not a month, it's a week. So, and looking into that, it's like, I feel really horrible. I feel really horrible. I don't want to look into it anymore.
You know, I think so much of that breast cancer awareness stuff, which obviously it's an issue and it's a horrible thing if it happens to you, but I think there are a lot of people, like way thousands of too many people, who make a very comfortable living in these charities.
Yeah.
Like I don't know that the head of a charity should be making $300,000 a year.
No, I don't think they should be making that much. That's a bit pathetic, really.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I mean, one of the things that I actually found out about is thanks to Foster Perry or Messiah Keck or whatever you want to call him nowadays, because he's changed his name that many bloody times. Prostate Cancer Awareness teamed up with Movember, and I'm there going, okay, so they do have a month, but when I read up on it, they said that he joined up with Movember in 2003, and I'm just sat there going, that's almost 13 years ago, 14 years ago. And it's like, and I only just found out about Movember probably about 2 years ago. They've been around for at least 14 years.
Maybe they're spending too much money on salaries and not enough on raising awareness.
Well, they said that since teaming up, and you gotta remember this is like 14 years, they said that since teaming up with them, they've managed to raise £443 million in the UK alone. And I'm going, that's over the span of 13 years, because it's not been done for this year yet. So that's over the span of 13 years, 443 million. It's like, that's not a lot of money.
Yeah, it's not a little though. But the question that I would have is, what percentage of it goes to actually doing something productive?
Well, they do have charts. I could also on their website for prostate cancer, they do have charts for 2015, 2016 of where they actually spread the money. So what I'll have to look it up. And okay, I have to notice somebody in the chat. Hello, Adam. That there, he has been noticed. His senpai has noticed him. There. And who's just joined in? Oh, hello, folks.
No Dem 2 yet?
No Dem 2. No.
Every time I see your interactions, I'm not sure whether I should feel sorry for you or enjoy the humor.
Feel sorry for me? Especially, you know, when I get a DM and I'm going, it's Dem 2 going, he's bored. And lo and behold, it's Dem 2 saying, I'm bored. Entertain me. And I'm going, entertain your bloody self.
Phobos has joined us.
I have. Can you?
I now have two of my favorite YouTubers / Twitterers together.
Yeah. Hooray.
Yay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Just
can
making
hear
sure everything's good. I've never done this. It's my
Yes,
first time. Be gentle.
You're taking another person's virginity again. You're on a roll, Viper.
Excellent. It's the only virginity I can take away these days.
Lose my virginity in a devil's threesome. What would happen?
Oh, she's got lots of offers on Twitter, though.
No, I haven't. They're all lies.
I think you're the most sexually harassed person I follow.
I don't know. I mean, my Discord server is pretty. I have a lot of gay people, gay dudes.
Hey, everyone's after something.
You know, I always, my rule for everybody who gets like that kind of stuff going on in their social media is just take it as a compliment. Always take compliments.
Yeah, that's what everybody says to me, you know, just take the damn compliment, Viper. And I'm going, no, because it's a lie. It is a lie. Horrible liars.
Ah, you're one of them uber humbles. See,
Well, no, I don't see myself as God Pikachu says, cute. I don't see myself as that. I see myself as ugly as sin. And
ugly.
so when
I like the way you say ugly.
ugly.
Ugly as sin. I'm bad. I think everybody thinks they're ugly. Pretty much. I mean, like 90% of us are hiding behind cartoon avatars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, I think I'm real obviously doesn't.
I mean, that's the thing. I'm starting a video on that guy, and it's not. I'm not gonna try and be like a super dick to him, but like I'm gonna bring up like, hey, you're being really vain a lot, and it's starting to show through into not just your Twitter persona, but like into your videos. It's kind of making you look like a dick.
Well, also Adamantine, of course he doesn't hide behind a cartoon avatar. He thinks he's real.
Yeah, he's a real slimy bastard is what he's real.
So that's the whole. It's like, I think I'm real. It's like, no, dude, you are two different people between like Twitter and your videos. Like you try to be all subdued and like, I'm just like a super relaxing ASMR man voice on your videos, and then you're like calling people ugly and shit, and just like being, I guess, loud, the equivalent of loud on Twitter.
I think so.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, whenever he does that on Twitter, he keeps losing the argument.
I mean, when you try to make an argument about how attractive you are objectively versus another person, you're not going to win that argument.
Especially when the other person is just an avatar.
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, like I was saying this to Devin Tracy like a year ago. I made a video. I was like, he was making a video about Greg. What's his name?
Onision?
Skeptic dude. You know, like Armored Skeptic.
Yeah.
Everyone clones him, obviously. No, he's but Devin Tracy did a kangaroo video. He made a video about Greg, and he was calling him fat and stuff. And I'm like, dude, if you have something to say about him, and you're trying to like say that he's just objectively a bad skeptic, is what he was claiming. Like, then make that point. Don't like call him fat. Like, I could beat you up. Is that a good point to make in a video? Like, no.
There's so much arrogance in Armored Skeptic, you don't even need to go after the looks.
That's the whole. Yeah, it's just like, I mean, come on. He has the look of someone who's dating way out of his league. Like, he's just got that like a shit-eating grin, and it's like he seems like a real nice guy, and whatnot. And Shu seems like a very nice person, but I don't really see the point in bringing up what a dude looks like if you're gonna like try to attack his political points or whatever. I don't know. I think like Devin just did too much coke that day.
Well, me, I hardly watch Armored Skeptic anymore. It's like, yeah, okay, I'll just go back to watching Decker Shadow movie reviews and.
Oh yeah, you can't just like. I feel like there are a lot of people who like only watch skeptic stuff on YouTube, and I'm like, are you fucking mental? Like, do you do anything else? Go outside. Like, I mean, that's part of the reason why I've started doing canoe vlogs. It's like I get to do like a "you have a friend" / go outside ASMR.
In the scary mustard river.
In the scary mustard river.
The color of that river just did not look right. It looked like something I'd see in India.
It's pretty wrong, and like I'm pretty far away from the source of all of the like nastiness. So like when I'll do like a long form video one day where I go like way upriver, and I hit like near Newark, and you can see all like before you even hit the bay in the woods along the river, there's like abandoned just buildings and plants, and there's shit leaking out of them. It's so wrong. Like, I should catch fish to show people what the fish in that river look like. It's ridiculous.
The ones from The Simpsons with 3 eyes.
Yeah. I mean, like I've seen some.
And then I saw her face. Now I'm a
What the hell are you doing here?
About a trace down in my mind.
I'm muting that. Oh my god.
Holy shit! Okay, I'm gonna download this now, and that's gonna be my ringtone. That was the best entrance. How do you beat that?
Well, it's different than what he usually does.
Dude, if I had pipes like that, man, that would be like the mildest of my intros.
Well, I used to sing in my intros, but too many people moaned about it.
Fuck them.
I liked it. I liked it so much I used to sing along with it.
Too many people were fucking whinging.
They have no taste.
Hello, Viper. Hello, Sugar Daddy. Hello, Phobos.
Hello, Bear.
Hello.
How the fuck are we, guys?
Oh, we're bored. We're now talking about shit.
Speaking of shit, I cannot stop farting. It's so loud as well. Like, it's scaring me a bit, I'll be honest.
Save that for your Ghost Poo podcast.
It's like your average burrito fart, or is like I perhaps have a tapeworm fart?
This is like my bum is speaking to me. Hard.
So it's an I blazed a little too hard fart.
Well, I don't know. One does not blaze.
One does not simply blaze. I don't know. I beg to differ because I'm certainly one, and I definitely blaze.
Well, I don't like the taste and I don't like the smell. So each to their own, darling.
Those are two of like the only things about it. So I could see why that would be bad. But I'm also down to take giant shots of whiskey. I just do not presently have whiskey because I'm broke.
I see. Whiskey is expensive stuff.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'm getting drunk as we speak. So
that absolutely doesn't. But it's cool. I'm distilling some root vodka in my backyard. Should be about 7 years. So I got that going for me, I guess.
And I finished the last of my Pepsi. Bloody hell. Now you make me thirsty, bloody cunts.
I may have a beverage.
Coffee. I'm making coffee. Who wants some?
I hate coffee.
I will send it via.
I'm British, darling. Coffee is disgusting.
I hate tea.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
I like a little both.
Many
I'm not-
things, darling. Many things.
Well,
Oh yes, how is your cat, Irate Bear?
She's lucky that it didn't anger me as much this time. I turned on the hot tap and I swished it away. Then I filled the bath up with bleach and I filled it up with boiling hot water. That cat is lucky I didn't dip her in the fucking bleach.
so
would you
this
would
is
you
gonna-
prefer she went on your floor instead of the tub? I mean,
It's a lot easier to clean.
At
when
least
it's in the
there is
bathtub.
drainage.
Exactly. It's easier to clean when it's in the bathtub, but
Have you tried changing your litter? Like that's such like a stereotypical.
yeah, everyone's been saying that. I know my cat is a dickhead.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes cats are just being.
No, I
dickheads.
know. The other one will take a shit somewhere random if the litter tray is too dirty, and that's a good indicator for me, right? To fucking change.
Oh no, I meant like buying.
It's nothing to do with it. It's just
maybe
that
buy a different brand.
that cat is the runt of its litter, or should I say the cunt of its litter?
I could say both, really.
Yeah. She just gets like this from time to time. I think it's my eldest cat, who's an outdoor cat, comes in, and I think the presence of her stresses her out, and I think that's why she does it.
How do you manage having an indoor cat and an outdoor cat?
My eldest cat is just, well, she just wanted to go out from birth. She wanted to be outside and doing cat things outdoors, and the other two just don't want to go outside.
Fair enough.
They just don't.
That's so weird. My cat, I've had 2 outdoor cats, and I lost both of them to being outdoor cats because I live in like way populated areas. So I decided not to have an outdoor cat anymore. So my cat stays inside, and she's always trying to get outside.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
they
thing.
do.
With my eldest cat, she's just trying to get out. That's why in the end, I said, right, you can go out. The other two, if you try to kick them out, they'll run back in.
Yeah, it's like we don't like the outside.
No, feed me.
do you have any cats, Lady Viper?
Not at my house because the
Oh,
company that
that's right. I saw the pictures at your mom's.
yeah, they're technically my pseudo cats. 3 of them are meant to be indoor cats, but let's see, the oldest one that we've got, she used to be very much an outdoor cat, but now she's constantly in because she's like 19 years old now. So she's like, I'm just going to sleep for more than
Wow.
17 hours a day. And then we've got a Bengal who's, I think she's about 5 now.
Can
I
he?
forget.
Say hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Vanilla.
Hi, Vanilla Bear.
Hi.
You bought Bulmers?
Yep.
Are they all yours?
You can have that one.
Oh, thank you. Oh, they've read that flavor. Crushed red berries and lime.
It's nice.
Sounds refreshing.
What's that? More monster?
No, it's a Bulmers.
Ah.
Sida.
Oh.
What?
Nice and cold as well. And she bought me cigarettes. Yay. Killed myself slowly, and it's brilliant.
The chimney.
I've just done a response video to that digital blackface.
God, that video is.
Not familiar.
It's 4 minutes of me. Why am I paying for this shit? Because it's basically the BBC, their news channel, decided to do a video where a black British lady decided to spend like 5 minutes saying that white people using like GIFs with black people in them and using black emojis is the modern day equivalent to digital blackface.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
And they moaned about it. I had a little section where they moaned about cultural appropriation. I don't understand why white people would even want dreadlocks, right? Dreadlocks are disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
They really are. I've never seen any dreadlock look healthy or clean.
No, because they're not. You don't wash your hair, do you?
Not
No.
wash your fucking hair. That's just disgusting. I can't.
Minging.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you could do that. Just like, I hate feeling dirty.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I hate summer, because, just sweating all the time. I get in the bath about 8 times a day.
I can barely stand like to have my beard grow out like really long. Like Beardbarian's beard would be too like that'd be ridiculous for me. It would feel nasty. I don't know.
Yeah, but then you look at people like Jeff Holiday and Memory, and it's like, how can you stand that hair?
And like they have 2 kids, and they seem like if you live next door to them, they would just be like your average, like, "Hey, yo, neighbor," kind of people.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they're
They
good
balance.
people, but it's like, I can't stand that hair. Oh my god.
Eek.
Well, not to mention that, you know, dreadlocks like that, they didn't really come from black culture. You could say that they're more Greek.
They came from not washing your fucking hair. That's why I like the whole argument is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do Jeff and Mems even have proper dreadlocks? Because I just watched their latest video. It doesn't seem like they have the proper dreadlocks.
I
think-
haven't seen any of their videos in the past week.
I think they do, but they regularly brush them out.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
I thought that you would just rip your hair out if you like. That's
That sounds painful if you had
Yeah.
some kind of dreadlock and you tried to brush it out.
Mm,
That's like trying to brush a cat when their fur gets all matted,
yeah. And I've done that many times.
and then they attack.
oh yeah, or like dogs. I used to work at a place that was kind of combo dog grooming and daycare, and there were these bearded collies, and they would walk in and you would like turn them over and try to brush them, and you'd realize that like everything underneath the top of their coat, which was the only thing that the owners would brush, was just like straight dreadlock, like one big thick dreadlock.
Ouch.
It's disgusting. It's like yeah. I mean, like at that point, yeah, ouch. Like, definitely hurt them. But I don't know. I'm sure like dreadlocks after a while, you kind of get used to the feeling of having a bunch of mats on your head.
The worst I've seen for hair hygiene, though, is black women and weaves.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Someone else's hair in your hair.
Oh, it's not that. When they take the weave out after 6 months and there's mold in the hair.
Oh,
It's like, why? Why do you submit yourself to that? It's horrible.
I'm glad I already ate. That's
By the way, just to raise a bit of awareness for a friend, Red Pill Shark, who's in the chat right now, had some fucking stupid little slut fucking flag one of his videos down like 100 times in a row.
that's ridiculous.
And now it's been age restricted.
Why? His videos are like some of the most level videos I've ever watched.
His latest
Can he
video?
appeal it, or are they doing the whole "you can't appeal this" thing?
I don't know, but I replied to him and I tagged Trusted Flagger Ben, who's a well-known YouTube hero. Even though it's called the Trusted Flagger program now, and hopefully he'll get it sorted.
Fucking good.
If
Yeah,
that's
but
his latest video, that's crazy because his latest video was basically anti-violence.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Red Pill Shark often does very news-esque type style videos as well. So it's not like it's pwnage, you know what I mean?
They probably just had him like they probably were in a chat that he was shit posting in or something, because he can get a little aggressive in the chat.
Not wrong with that.
What is that ringing noise?
That
That's
is the
squeaking
missus
noise.
walking through to the kitchen.
It's called the British door squeak.
I definitely thought somebody triggered someone.
I just thought that was Bear's chair screaming out in agony.
I'm not that fat.
No, we'd be able to hear Bear rocking back and forth in that chair.
Yeah, I haven't started doing that yet.
You probably hear me. I have a shitty chair though.
And I'm just on my bed. So I've got nowhere else. Hey. Let's see what people are saying in the chat.
They're saying we need our weeps. Take that shit to the suburbs. Burn that shit down.
Hey, Bear, I got to say, the combination of you and Drunken Uncle and Sinatra, A+.
Thank you. It just seemed to work, didn't it?
Works very well. And did you notice, by the way, after you won the beauty contest poll, Sinatra put one up and he lost his own poll?
Yeah, drunken uncle won.
Looks like some fag's quoting like Depeche Mode or something like that in the chat. I don't know who that guy is.
Who's that?
Oh, faggot. Phobos Media or something.
Yeah.
What's going off in the chat? I can't see the chat. I'm not looking. I'm waiting for my video to upload.
What's it about?
I just told you.
Oh, okay.
That's
Digital blackface, my friend.
My friend.
It's actually quite an old video now. But I seen people are still responding to it. Sargon and No Bullshit both responded to it earlier today. So I was just like, oh, well, if they're fucking doing it, I can get away with doing it, surely.
Yeah, might as well do it. I mean, surely me and you, Bear, could get away with talking about it because I know you're paying your TV license.
Yeah, I pay the TV license. That's why I got so angry. I was like, well, surely me as a British gobshite need to respond to this.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just me swearing at her the entire time.
You can get away with it though. You're half black.
You know, Viper and I were talking about this earlier. You pay more for your BBC license than I pay for 100 channels of cable.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, includes BBC America.
The area that I live in, because I'm fairly sure there are different tariffs for different areas, I pay effectively £7 a fortnight, so £14 a month.
It's £11 up here.
Well, there you go. Yeah, so it's different. It's different in different areas.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's expensive as shit here, but I don't actually have cable. I just pirate things. Dirty thief.
Not wrong with that nowadays.
It's what
also
annoys
don't
me.
watch
I stopped watching TV to go watch YouTube, and then those fuckers followed me here.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Get the fuck out of here, BBC. Wait. I've seen a lot of news channels trying to like segue, if you will, like into YouTube, and I don't really see it working for anyone except for like the big names on the American news media. Is it different in England? Like, do you guys get more like English news recommendations than American news and stuff, or what?
Well, if you were to log out of your YouTube account and go onto the homepage, you'd be met probably by lots of BBC and Channel 4 stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously a lot of American, the Late Late Show and stuff like that as well.
Okay.
You'd most likely not be met by actual creators.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. The only reason that I see any of the creators that I do see is because I'm like subbed to them. Or I guess maybe I was grandfathered in, because I do sometimes actually get like recommendations for like anti-feminist YouTubers and stuff.
We are being told to let Sir Adamantine speak, so Sir Adamantine, speak.
Woof.
There you go, he's spoken.
Earth. You thought I was YouTuber, but I was doggo.
I just want to point out that I fucking love that Messiah of Keck changed his name to Adolf Hitler for the lols and then can't change it back.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's not unfortunate, that's awesome.
I mean, here's the thing. It will end up not being unfortunate, but I'm sure for a second. Oh, that's...
All because he wants the genocide of chickens.
Okay. I mean, like, here's the thing. I love the whole Keck satire thing, but, like, watching that ContraPoints video actually made me think, like, there's probably some people out there who really are taking it way out of, like, they're just kind of using it to put their toe in the water, if you will. And they're being a little bit, like, starting to be racist about it. I've seen it, but I don't know.
I think the Keck thing is getting a bit old now.
It's been old for a while. Like, every once in a while, it's funny. Pepe's still funny. That's the funniest thing is that it doesn't matter about like the whole Kekistan thing, anything like that. Pepe is and always will be funny now because he's a hate symbol.
Yeah, he is.
Thanks, ADL.
When I saw the Independent create their little list of white supremacy symbols, and the fact that the Kek flag was the first on the list, I died.
My Southern Poverty Law Center, guys.
Fucking.
Kekistan. It's a Nazi battle flag, you know, that somebody radically changed and put a logo on, and
that was designed to create. It was created to mock the alt-right.
Right? I just can't even. That's why people from the left, if they had half of a brain to know memes or anything like that, or to know like how funny stuff works on the internet, people wouldn't hate them as much.
Yeah, they wouldn't. You know, I'm trying to find a good image of. Fuck me, I'm gonna have to do it from this. Never mind, ignore me.
Okay, we have to ignore Bear now. Totally ignore him.
Bear blinders on.
Don't be mean to me.
So how drunk are you, Sir Adamantine?
About 3 really strong drinks in, so about six normal human drinks in.
I like it.
He's that bored.
Now, like I told you before, I don't do anything on Twitter or YouTube sober.
It's a policy, probably.
Yeah.
None of you have ever heard from me sober. Phobos, you and I had a long-winded conversation last night. I was wasted during that conversation.
That is the best kind of conversation to have, really. I mean, I don't drink enough. I'd probably 6 drinks. I'd probably be like too drunk to stream. Like bordering onto like Wizard of Cause territory.
Oh, he can get messy, boy.
I love that guy, but yeah, he gets sloppy, that motherfucker.
Okay, God Pikachu, stop lying. I have never sent you nudes.
Are you sure?
I'm very positive.
Did you send Manic and then Manic shared the love?
No, he hasn't seen my nudes. My nudes would give people brain damage.
They made me rip
That's
my
how I
cock
know.
off. How exactly does a nude picture of a person make you rip your cock off? That's a little excessive.
Just a tad. Just a tad.
Maybe it was a really good nude and he's fapping it super hard. Oh no! I gotta go to the hospital. I'm sorry.
So, Lady Viper, when is there going to be the public announcement of your celebrity relationship with Manic Idiot?
Never, because I don't have one.
Lies.
It's not lies.
Liar, liar, pants on the proverbial fire.
I just want to know so I can make sure I'm paying attention to the Dem 2 meltdown.
No. There is no relationship except for friendship between me and Manic.
There's definitely some sexual tension there.
That's kind of inevitable, though.
Man's got a point. Are you going to be making babies?
No. No.
Live on stream?
No, because me and Manic do not want kids. I will be absolutely horrible with kids.
Why?
Because I'm not the motherly type.
You know, when a man and a woman love each other very much.
I don't need the sex talk. I know I'm a virgin, but I don't need the sex talk.
You see, I don't think I would be very good with kids because I like having like 100% of my income to myself. I think that would just clash with the whole idea of raising a living thing.
Well, give me your income, Sir Adamantine. Don't give it to Bear because he's fixing his car, and that's the car he's going to kidnap me with. So
No,
Hey, I
I
just
need a ban because I'm not just stealing you. I'm stealing some of your paraphernalia as well.
You're not having my N7 hat.
It's more than that. I'm taking all of your stuff.
No, you're not.
Um,
No, you are not. You,
um.
you leave my Mass Effect stuff alone.
Wait, what kind of good stuff does Viper Sword have?
She has all the bloody Mass Effect pop figures and posters and shit. I need all of it, including the hat.
You're not
I
having
can
me
I
hat.
condone this.
You are not having my Garrus mug either.
Assistance from America would be much appreciated, Phobos.
I will send a drone.
Yes.
No, I'll canoe over. Hold on.
I have bows and arrows, you know.
Communist in Space just asked me if I could use a canoe in the ocean. It's like, that was the joke. Thanks, guy.
Yep.
He's pledging to me. I thought he legitimately hated me, and then he started like giving me money.
he's an odd one.
It's definitely.
I don't know if he believes what he says.
I highly doubt he does at this point. He's probably just like a really dedicated pup.
He's not a commie. He
Oh.
is. He wants capitalism very hard.
Capitalist on Earth, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Blue Penguin, I
He's
got
seen the dangers of space communism.
Blue Penguin.
Intergalactic communism is the biggest threat to the Western society as we know it.
I think, honestly, dude, it probably will be at some point. Like, we can spread into space. They're gonna be like, oh, well, definitely now we can all have free shit, right?
Communist in Space is a democratic socialist.
Well, there you go.
He's what's that fucker that works with the Young Turks from time to time? Kyle Kalinske?
Kalinske.
Is that his name?
Sounds right.
He's got a weird head. Wears glasses. Like me.
Does he have a weird head because it's like shaped like a square, or does he have a weird head because it's like chubby in the cheek area?
He has a square head.
Okay, then I'm thinking of yeah. It's
Dude,
funny, like now I
when
like
you
describe the
have
shapes of
kids-
the young turfs' heads.
When you have kids, especially for men, the chemical makeup in your brain changes for most men.
Yeah, true.
Does it become more miserable?
Slightly.
Yes, you're much more susceptible to murder.
You see, I am already running out of lie, so I don't think I can handle it. And you can't like
running
you
out of
can't
wine.
actually trade the kid in for like a TV or like something like you can't just like change your mind. So
I'm sure there's a black market for that somewhere.
Yeah, all you have to do is go to Tenerife and there's Africans there that will buy your kid. They tried to buy me when I was a kid. They went, excuse me, how much for the boy?
That's when you go stranger danger, stranger danger, stranger danger.
They were not joking either.
I would not be surprised.
And they offered a measly sum as well in fucking Spanish dibdobs back in the day when it was pesetas and not fucking euros.
5 million bolivars.
10 dibdobs for the boy.
Well, that's what they thought of you.
I know, right?
Well, Bear, if Vanilla Bear ever decides to go through with the auctioning you off for a day, I'll make sure you get a good price.
Oh, good quality. If she could sell me to you, that'd be good. And then I know all I have to do as a slave for you is collect alcohol.
You'd also have to wear a hollowed out watermelon on top of your head.
I will not say no to that.
Probably blood stuff.
You already did. I offered Bear $50 to take a picture of him wearing a watermelon on his head and making a stupid expression.
I keep
He
forgetting.
didn't do it.
I keep forgetting to go get one. When I do my weekly grocery shop, watermelons are not on the top of my list. Believe it or not.
That's when he has to do a video going, watermelon!
I should just do a really serious video with a watermelon helmet on.
Yes.
don't say anything. Just get my point across and then end the video.
Got to keep a really straight face though.
I probably could.
Play it up.
Most likely you could, yeah.
I probably could do it, to be honest.
Actually, realistically, like it would be great if you cut like eye holes in the watermelon, like make it like a for reals like watermelon helmet.
I think I'd need a couple of watermelons to kind of build
Oh no, the
full scale helmet.
Oh
pic-
yeah,
the
'cause then you could put like the Trojan crest on it and stuff.
The picture I sent him was great. It was the guy wearing a watermelon like a helmet, but not covering his face. He was wearing a pair of goggles, and he had this incredibly retarded look on his face.
So everybody, I presented the idea to people on Twitter earlier, whether they'd like to see Lord Bear wreck Britain first and some jihadists having a go at each other in East London.
You already know my answer.
Yeah, everybody's like, yes, fuck yes. Britain first, their YouTube channel. What a bunch of faggots they are. They turned off the comment section.
Ah, they can't take
Really?
criticism.
Fucking snowflakes.
I'll never understand how people think that having like, and it's not as if it's inconspicuous. It literally says like comments and ratings are disabled for this video. That is never going to go well.
Yeah, there's a lot of dislikes on it as well.
I'm sure there's also a way to like draw the source code to find out like exactly how many there are.
Well, on that one, it was only the comments. It wasn't the ratings as well.
Okay.
So you could see how many likes and dislikes there were.
That's
and I
weird.
disliked on the basis that there was no comments.
That's totally fair.
If I can't talk shit to people and criticize the content, then they can get to fuck. And when I do the Lord Bear video, I'm gonna tear it to pieces.
Do it.
You
You're like,
fucking pussies!
This
Lord
is
Bear.
why you enable comments.
Lord Bear has made an appearance, everybody.
I don't get it, right, because Britain First, they go out into the street and they will literally walk into a mosque handing out Bibles. They have the balls to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have the balls to go out there and get in the faces of jihadists and have shouting matches, and they've had shit thrown at them. They've had big fucking fights in the street, and yet they won't turn the comment section on. What? It doesn't even make sense.
It
Apparently,
almost
YouTube
makes
is
me
more
think that
scary than a jihadist.
Yeah.
Faggots.
Comments, words. I mean, has anybody seen that? I guess this was kind of like more American news, but people were talking about violence as speech in an actual, literal, trying to make it like lawful way. They were saying that like if it is harmful to the rational person, which is a legal term that they can actually use and try to exploit, then that means that like this speech is as good as violence, and they can be charged for like, I guess they're trying to push some kind of verbal assault thing now. And it's
Verbal
like,
assault.
That
Yeah,
would never.
so
That would
if I
never
walked
stand
up-
up.
yeah, I really highly doubt that would ever work. But like, could you imagine like
No.
you walk up to a person, someone like, I don't know, trips over you, you just like say, "Hey, fuck you, buddy," and it's like, "Well, you're going to jail for 5 to 10."
Imagine
Fuck
that.
Build
you
an
see-
island.
You say that it might not work, but look at what got passed called Bill C-16.
That's what scares me.
Isn't
Yeah, but
California trying to push the same bill?
Yeah.
It wouldn't work either, though. Truly, the most beautiful thing about the U.S. is the First and Second Amendments,
Yeah, I
and
agree.
they just, as much as so many millions want to, there's no way around them, except another amendment, which is ridiculously impossible to pass.
You know, I'm sorry to interrupt, but my wife's cousin from America is currently visiting. Well, she was visiting. She came up here and she spent a few days with us, and she left today. And I was speaking to her today regarding the First Amendment. And I was trying to explain to her about, you know, our hate incident law. And she said that you can still be arrested in the US for hate speech. Now,
It's
I'd like
not
to know
entirely sure.
where.
Yeah, you
And
can
what
be you can be
constitutes-
arrested for threatening violence or
Yeah, and
inciting violence.
harassment too. If you
Yeah, but
like,
that's,
if
that's
I
different. That's not covered by
Yeah.
the First Amendment. That's that's infringing on someone's rights right there. But
Mm-hmm.
if you
if I
just call
followed
someone a
Riley
slag,
around, physically saying to Riley, you're a man, Riley. If I like followed her around in public, that's technically harassment, but there's no real way that you could get it for hate speech.
Yeah, you could walk up to Riley and say, "I hope when you cross the street you're run over by a bus." I'd laugh, and you're not.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get in trouble.
But if you say, hey, you crowd of people over there, go kill Riley, that's like,
Incitement
that's
to
literally
violence.
incitement, so you get
Yeah.
fucked for that.
No, I
Someone's going to take that soundbite. We fucked.
you never notice as well that incitement to violence is only okay when it's done by the left.
Yeah. I mean, like, when people fight back against Antifa, they get shit on the left news. Because I watch both sides, and it's the most agonizing thing ever. Because both sides are really cringy. Like, every once in a while, Tucker Carlson's funny. But for the most part, both sides of the American media are just shit. Jaded to shit. And you see them glorifying Antifa. And I guess, like, how do you demonize somebody who gets up and punches someone who's been beating him with a post? Like, for real.
Mm-hmm.
No, I saw a video as well yesterday, and I think it's fairly new. I'm not sure whether it was taken from Charlottesville or just a new Antifa rally, but it was a 16-year-old girl who was being beaten by Antifa, and at least, like, I would say probably 5 people in this group, in this crowd that were beating on the girl were fully grown men.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Pathetic.
That's disgusting.
Uh-huh.
It's like in Berkeley, there was one dude who was a liberal, and he was a photographer. He threw himself on top of somebody to stop a bunch of people from beating him and kicking him. They were using clubs, they were punching him, they were kicking him. And it's like, he literally was like, I'm a liberal, I'm here to film Antifa, and I thought they were going to kill that guy. It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a guy, I think his name's Flecker Speaks. He goes out and he speaks to, he actually interviews like members of Antifa and stuff like that. He's very good in his wording of questions because he doesn't give himself away.
Good.
And he got speaking to 2 communists. One of them, I believe, was an ANCOM, and the other one was a full-on fucking Leninist,
Jesus.
fucking full-on state of communism. And
Call him a Soviet.
one of them was like, well, I believe that we should beat the Nazis, but not to the point of death, but leave them in their own cowardice and blood. And the other one was like, nah, fuck them, kill them.
Wow, yeah.
I was like, wow, man.
It's like, I mean, come on, dude. I mean, you guys saw how many people showed up to that gay little tiki torch rally, and you also saw how many people showed up to the free speech rally because, like, they constricted the rights in Boston for people to go there. So they said it was only like 100, even though they had the like rights for thousands. So they let 100 people for free speech in, 40,000 people for Antifa show up in buses. Like, how is this? When people tell me that Antifa's not scary or that they're doing good work or even that they're just, yeah, they're bad, but they're not comparable to the Nazis, I'm like, are you looking at numbers?
Their numbers are always very, like, massive, and they always outnumber the opposition. Now, look, I can't stand the alt-right as much as the next person, but you have a right to free speech. End of.
Yeah.
I hadn't
I
seen
mean, you
them
look
being
at
violent at all.
You look at what happened in Boston. You know, about 15 went there for the free speech thing. Then it was like thousands of Antifa.
Yeah, that's like
Bloody hell.
it was.
That one really turned a lot of the media against them, though.
Yeah, because the other side did publicize. Oh yeah. They got it out there as a free speech thing. It wasn't like alt-right or anything. It was free speech. We're going to talk about free speech. And then like only a few people showed up because the event actually got cancelled, I believe. Or was that another one in I'm getting the riots mixed up. I know I am.
It's a
There's
bad
that
thing.
many, they're blurring together.
When you start blurring the riots together, 2017 has been a fucking bad year.
Oh yeah.
I always think the same thing whenever I see someone protesting, which is get a job.
I always think
I'm
the same
trying.
thing, which is like, why? Okay, I would love to go to one of these rallies and like find people who are specifically, I mean, on both sides, I don't care what side they're on, who are like throwing shit at people and like beating the police and whatnot. I would love to subdue them, zip tie them to a post, and then like just let them sit there and think, wow, I feel stupid. But I feel like I would be arrested, and those people who are swinging bats at people would not. And it feels really weird.
You know, humans are likable sometimes, but humanity is just disgusting. And it's there's no better way to portray it than when you see things like these protests.
Humanity was a mistake.
Yes.
It's
Douglas
what I
Adams.
imagine the Reign of Terror probably looked like. Just guillotines in the streets, and like anybody who spoke out of turn was like, "Oh, you're a traitor. Let's cut your head off." It's like, fuck that. I'm not a really big fan.
I've just had a comment on my new video, and
Go
it's
on.
sorry, but what do black people face in America? I call bullshit, and that's in response to me saying that black people have different issues to black people here in the UK.
They do.
They do, and I just, you know, obviously I had just had to explain myself, and I'm like, dude, that's not what I don't mean, like political oppression. I mean the problems that they cause themselves. Like the victimhood narrative and complex that they seem to have, and the lack of fathers, the lack of the nuclear family, and of course things like they're victims to themselves. They congregate in their own neighborhoods, gang culture, all that stuff. That's all products of themselves, and they need to sort that shit out. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
We are developing a kind of similar problem to that.
I mean, one
but
thing
it's
that I've
knife
always
crime with
noticed
us.
about... Yeah, God, yeah.
It's knife styled gang crime. here in the
Oh,
UK.
I would be.
But
fine with it.
obviously, because we are tiny compared to America and don't have as large a black population, it doesn't appear to be as bad.
Yeah.
We obviously have another problem with a certain group of people that call
You have a much-
themselves the religion of peace.
Yeah, a much worse problem.
Well, one that is vastly
Wave to the truck of
spreading.
peace sign.
Yeah, they are vastly spreading, which is why I'm going to hammer them tomorrow.
It's also why the two of you are eventually going to have to flee to the U.S.
Eventually, yeah.
We might
And-
fall too. We might fall too, but we'll be the last.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know,
and move to the real America. None of that Canada shit.
Or New
Well,
Jersey, though.
I'll move to Middle America, where the farms are and shit.
Come with me, Bear, in Minnesota. It's nice and safe.
In that particular state, do you have normal weather? Well, and when I say that, I mean like in spring, it's not cold, but it's not really warm either. And then summer, it's actually hot. And then in autumn and winter, it's actually cold.
Yes, the only bad part about our weather is for about 3 weeks in January, it's bitterly cold.
Otherwise, I expect that in January. That's what it's like here. But British weather seems to have taken the Falklands level of weather. and what I mean by that, in the Falkland Islands, which is right next door to Argentina, right at the bottom, about a couple hundred miles north of Antarctica, there's no ozone layer above it. So even if it's like snowing, you can get sunburn, right? And you'll be fucking freezing, but you'll still get sunburn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's constantly. There's no trees there for a good reason, and there are trees in the Falklands, but they've been planted by the army, and the wind is so powerful that all the trees are now permanently bent. And the UK is getting like that. There was fucking snow in May last year.
I know. It was weird.
I was walking to the shop, right? And it started snowing, and I stopped, and I went, "What the actual fuck is going on?"
Oh, where I live in a valley. It doesn't look like I do, but I live in a valley. So when everybody's going, "Oh my God, it's snowing," I could just look out the window going, "Is it?" Because it just goes right over me sometimes. I mean,
British weather's really weird.
I know. I like what Thorn in the Side said a moment ago, saying Chicago is now safer than London. Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
know. There's still guns in Chicago.
Judging by the
Well, there's bombs in London.
Yeah, well, that's yeah.
Chicago's really bad though, isn't it?
Yes, Chicago,
Chicago
is.
is pretty dangerous.
Like worse than Afghanistan or something.
I don't know about that. Here, New Jersey's got some spots. Irvington is not.
Well, New Jersey's all mafia.
New Jersey's more gangs now. Like Mafia, I'm pretty sure isn't that just kind of everywhere on the East Coast now? It's been like 100 years.
I just associate New Jersey with the cake boss. With Buddy Valastro, who makes cakes.
Yes, yeah, I don't really, not entirely versed on the cake bus.
That's all right. Not a lot of people are, but that's the only thing I
Is that
associate New
is that
Jersey with.
like a Food Network TV show or something?
No, he's on TLC. He's like the only one of. And it's just like them making cakes.
Yeah, you know what? Videos actually, yeah, and TV shows about people just making anything, pretty solid. Like I love how it's made. It's like
Yeah,
you
how it's
smoke
made
a bunch
is
of
pretty
weed
cool.
and zone out and watch like, oh, how's that pool table put together? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So,
You know what, right? I reckon that if we were to institute the Second Amendment here in the UK, I think there would be a ton of violence in the first year, and then it would go to normal.
oh yeah, because we'd have to get used to it.
Yeah, I think
Many people.
I think there would be like a big battle between all the far right and all the Muslims, and then we've only got to talk to each other, and then the rest of us
God, if the-
people can just get on with it.
If the EDL or Britain First got
Or
guns
national action.
or national action, there would be so many mosques on fire.
Yeah, there would be.
Oh God,
There really
I
would be.
could almost. Yeah,
Bradford would be on fire in the first day. I promise you. The entire city
Preston
would be
would
ablaze.
be on fire. Preston would be on fire.
And Birmingham.
Yeah, there are so many mosques in Preston, and I can also envisage a few streets as well, set ablaze in Preston.
How the hell do you guys keep guns out? Like that's the most foreign, ridiculous concept to me as an American. It's like I could walk 15 minutes in one direction and hit like a shady part of where I live and buy a gun.
Our police hammer it. They really do.
Oh yeah,
They're
Hammer the
really just like crack job type of.
You will find people that obviously have guns illegally, and you'll often find these gangs and stuff in places like Liverpool and Manchester, and they'll usually have things like pistols. They won't have anything bigger than that usually, but no, you'll struggle to find guns in this country, even in the roughest areas. You'll struggle.
I mean the police really do crack down on the knives as well, because you watch what some people order online, and
Fucking, they're not machetes, they're swords.
yeah, swords. They've literally got like one that is an umbrella, but the handle comes out and it's a fucking blade. It's
Oh, I've seen this. They're tchotchke things. They're like all those blades. It's like they're made of like they quote high carbon steel and shit, and but they'll snap and they're like they'll bend at the blade and stuff. They're just terrible. And nine out of 10 of these dumbasses don't know how to use them. Like
Exactly, yeah. Hey, Phobos, Adamantium, did you see a couple? How long? I don't know how long ago it was. Maybe a month, 2 months now. I lose track of time being a YouTuber.
don't we all?
There was a video that was going around, and the police basically nabbed this Islamist, and they arrested him against a wall outside a bus stop, and they opened up his bag, and he had a bunch of brand new blades that he'd obviously ordered, and he was obviously going to go chop someone's fucking head off, because these things, I don't even know what they're called.
They were not.
They pulled one thing out, right, and they got it out of its packaging because it still had the film round it.
Huh.
And it was like, it had, it was a serrated fucking double-edged sword that had air pockets in it. So basically a sword version of a fucking bayonet, effectively.
Mm.
And he was
Ideal
probably
for
going
sawing
to go.
through the spine.
He was probably going to go impale some motherfuckers with that shit.
I'm guessing this was in the UK.
Oh yeah, it was. I believe at a London bus stop.
That's sounds about right. Honestly, I mean, the weapons get scarier when you ban guns. I don't want to say like guns are scary, I guess, if you're looking at the barrel of a gun, but to me, if you have like a guy who has to rig a bunch of explosives to shoot nails out at like 9-year-old girls, that's a little scarier to me than a dude pointing a gun at one person.
I'd rather be shot.
Yeah, I would rather be shot instead of have like if someone is maybe pissed at me and wants me dead, I'd rather they shoot me in a crowd of people than detonate a fucking nail bomb to try to kill me in a crowd of people. It's just like I feel as though the weapons, like you just said, like that saw blade, that was not just meant to stab. That's something you buy because you want someone to be afraid of it.
Yeah.
Either that or you're trying to like hang it on your wall and be a nerd. But this guy clearly wasn't doing that. He wanted to scare someone and probably also kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, his intent wasn't just to kill; it was to maim and tear people to pieces.
Yeah.
The really sad thing is 30 years ago or less in the UK and the US, we wouldn't even give a second thought to the concept of something like this happening.
I mean, what was really scary about that video was how soon they actually caught him after, I think it wasn't Manchester, was it London? I think it was after London. Again.
The 7/7 bombings?
No, I think it was the one before Manchester. And I think again it was
the Parliament Bridge.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was soon after. It was soon after one of them. You know, I don't think it was Manchester. Though. I think it was the one before Manchester. That's how soon it was. Like that happened, and then we get this video of another guy blades in his bag that was not for cooking, you know.
Yeah.
Those were meant to maim and kill, you know.
Yeah, they're not even like hunting blades of any kind. Like that was just
No.
a fantasy blade that he bought from some fucking Bud K catalog, and he thought this would be good to kill the infidels.
It's also worth noting that although MI5 do let some through the gaps, if it hadn't been for MI5, there would have been a great deal more.
Yeah. I mean, I think our police force is spread so thin because of the things that they're setting up, like, oh, we've got to watch out for hate speech. Yeah, because I think
some of those UK police department tweets are just
I know.
infuriating.
I got banned from Twitter for a whole day because when they started like policing the whole hate speech on Twitter thing, I called them cunts. Like it was just like, you are a bunch of useless fucking piggy cunts, and I smelled bacon, and they were like, ban. I'm like, well, fuck off.
this is why I have, you know, respect for like American police force, because when they've got to put up with pigs in a blanket frying like bacon and, you know, everything.
Yeah, and they can't do anything.
Yeah, it's like
They're not allowed.
Can I just address the chat as well? People seem to think London is as bad as Chicago. It's not, right?
no. There isn't.
The only people that
I rate there is fake news.
The only people that die on a regular basis in London are basically those who live in, and that's from black gang crime with knives and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, we have terror attacks and stuff, but I know they've been happening a lot frequently. But London isn't comparable to Chicago. if we had guns here, then
maybe it would.
I think there would be a lot more violence, actually.
Yeah.
To be fair to Chicago, which is a city I go to fairly frequently, downtown Chicago and most of its suburbs are, beautiful and perfectly safe. It's just there are certain areas you just don't go into.
Mhm.
And by the way, Chicago has one of the most extreme limitations on gun ownership of anywhere in the country.
I'm not surprised, but then
I would
they've
believe
got the black market sort of thing going, haven't they?
No, you just
That's
drive
what I
20 miles to Indiana and you buy anything you want and you come back.
That's another
You
thing
can't
as well.
get a gun if you're bipolar or like have any history of depression in New Jersey. But like I said, you could walk 15 miles and buy a gun in New Jersey. Or you could go to a gun show and even though they technically closed the gun show loophole, like you can't go and get around the background check just by being at the gun show. But you can go into the parking lot and Jimbo will sell you a shotgun regardless.
I need a shotgun. I don't need to justify the need to have a shotgun.
I have an attack cat.
If you ever want to see anything really fun, Bear, look up fully automatic shotgun on YouTube.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Was that done by FPS Russia by any chance?
Quite possibly. That sounds really familiar. It was just amazing because you can just
guy who pretends to be Russian, and he used to do all these mad, like he'd set up like a target and he'd have like a bunch of cups filled with water and that. And there's a video where he has 2 automatic shotguns and he's just blasting the shit out of these cups with them.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I watched it, but I just remember how they just destroyed everything in front of them. It was fun.
That's the thing about the American South. It's like wrong neighborhood, motherfucker central. Have you ever seen like Tal Mouse? He makes like shotgun shells out of random things.
I have not.
If we had guns, I probably would be in jail, actually.
Yeah, most likely.
I say that not because I'm against guns. I'm quite pro-gun. I'm just saying that if I was allowed to have guns, I probably would have been in jail by now.
Based on some of your tweets, I'm inclined to agree with you.
Yeah.
Bear pulls gun on YouTube audience.
Watch my videos, you little fuckers.
If anything, yeah. If any Arsenal I want out there, I want Gun Fox's Arsenal. He seems to have loads of guns and weapons.
He has a 20 mil.
Exactly. I want his arsenal.
I love the sound that 20 mil makes.
But yeah, if I ever go over to America to escape this hellhole, Sir Adamantine, can I be your slave at your house?
You all 3 of you are welcome to join me on my future compound.
Woo!
Yay!
I will be your sandwich wench.
All you have to do is promise to help me shoot the intruders.
I can do that. I'm good with a bow.
Me and Viper can work on shifts. We'll do a 1 in 2 shift. She can be 12 hours during the day. I'll do night shifts. As long as you arm me with a 20 mil, I don't care.
50 caliber.
Okay, I won't say no. 50 cal guns are fucking big as well. Jesus Christ. The only 50 cals we had on my ship were the ones mounted on the helicopter.
Yeah.
And I'd never seen a 50 cal before up until that point. And I was like, oh my God, this thing is gigantic.
Yeah, it's like everything else that I've seen before now. This isn't a gun. That's a gun. 50.
This isn't a gun. This is a cannon.
It's Crocodile
That
Dundee.
is probably like what I
not a
imagine
knife.
Megatron's penis looks like.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
This is a knife.
Although it wasn't the biggest gun we had. The biggest was the 4.5
Damn.
gun on the front of the ship.
Wasn't there like fucking like howitzers could like shoot like 15 miles or like 1.5 miles?
Yeah,
or something
this is
like
the
that?
kind of thing that you would bombard land with.
Yeah.
The shells are like they come up to your waist.
Yeah, speaking of that, this random subject change for 1 second. North Korea shooting missiles. Does nobody realize how good American destroyers are from the Navy at literally shooting down anything we do not want to hit, anything we don't want it to hit?
With Sea Whiz.
Well,
But yeah, with just like, I mean, like not just like a destroyer is technically like an older ship. We have like more advanced technologies, but just the destroyer boys. Like I know a couple of dudes who are in the Navy who operate the missiles that shoot down other missiles, and it's like they're so good at it. Like it's when you have a fleet of them together, it's like you can't hit one of them with any missiles. So I feel like a lot of people, gee, what do you know, in the media are like fear mongering over this.
I don't
We're
think
supposed
so.
to use electronic warfare to take down a missile. It's much easier to take down a missile with soft kill than it is hard kill.
True.
I don't think the danger of North Korea is to the U.S. The danger of North Korea is to Seoul and to Tokyo.
That's true. But we could position. I guarantee you, we could position a sub in the right spot where we could defend Seoul from a North Korean missile strike just by like detecting the early stages of the missile strike and striking the spot they're going to strike from.
You're taking a risk on 20 million people.
That is kind of true. I don't know.
And,
It's like
the other thing about North Korea is the longer we let this go on, I mean, and I'm not a warmonger, I'm not looking for war, but the longer we let it go on, the more dangerous they become. This has been pushed down the road for 20 years, and it should have been taken care of in the beginning when they couldn't do anything.
yeah,
I can't believe Japan let them get away with it.
Neither can I. Can't believe China let them get away with it because
First
China,
world countries have radar, dude. Early warning, early detection warning systems are there for a fucking reason.
Have
Yeah.
you seen the seismograph shit that they've been showing recently?
No.
It's like they're detonating shit underground. Like,
They detonated a nuke, did a hydrogen bomb or something, and it caused a 6.3 fucking
yeah,
earthquake.
friendly shit. But that's why, like, China's not stupid. They even seem like recently they're starting to actually try to maybe reform themselves. And they even said, like, yo, North Korea, back down with the actual nuke threats. So if they legitimately launch a sizable nuke, I feel like we won't really even have to do much. China will do most of the heavy lifting.
I think you guys need to deliver some fucking freedom.
Some fucking democracy.
I agree.
I mean, look how good South Korea is doing.
Exactly.
Like,
You
they
just
have,
need
like...
a couple of Moabs and you're sorted.
Some forceful freedom.
South Korea has already ascended to the point where they decide a lot of, like, actual decisions with StarCraft. So, like, yeah.
Via sensors, you don't really need well, you can use electronic warfare to detect missiles and stuff. And what's great about electronic warfare is you can listen to the sound radars make.
Mm.
And most missiles have radars in them, in the head. They have seeker heads, and if you listen to one of them, the sound that they make is very, very clear what it is.
Like, would it be like a literal audio output of like what it sounds like from inside the missile, or would it make
through passive EM, electromagnetic?
Okay.
You can listen to the sound the radar makes. So like let's say you have a fishing boat. Most fishing boats just have like little shitty
it's like a depth
navigational radars, right? So it will just sound like boop, boop. That's all you'll hear. But if it's a fire control radar or a missile, it'd be
yeah, because like
so
I have
fucking prominent when you hear it.
This gyroscope that houses all of my like navigational parts is spinning a million fucking times a second and has to tell me exactly what innocent family to destroy. I personally, though, like I think missiles are going to, like, imagine if you could just have like a land-based missile deterrent that was completely automated and just shot a fucking laser at the missile, and like somehow it's like with robotic precision just shoots the missile's guts out.
The U.S. has that on airplanes now, but I don't know that you can get the proper coverage for it.
Just, have one of these every couple 100 miles. Why the fuck not? Right?
I remember being taught in the Navy because I used to be the port bridge wing gunner if I was on watch. And
that sounds really fucking badass, actually.
Well, but the idea of it is that I'd be in the ops room doing my normal job, and if shit kicked off, I'd have to sprint up 3 ladders onto the bridge, right? Quickly grab all the ammunition, stick it on the mount, load it, and then fucking cock it and get ready. I remember being taught, right, you can't use the laser if an aircraft gets within a certain distance. I'm like, why? Because it's overkill and it's against the Geneva Convention. I was like, what? Aircraft have big fucking bullets on them that could shred me to pieces if one of them hit me.
So this guy's going like Mach 3.
Exactly. He's like doing Mach 3. Do you think I'm going to be able to even hit the fucker? I'm going to have to rely on Sea-Wiz for that shit.
You guys are right. This is the job for irate bear behind a mounted fucking traditional firearm. Fuck the lasers. Good old English elbow grease. Oh my god, my fucking accent's terrible. It's terrible. I'm such an uncultured American schmuck.
I need my other little fan. It's too hot in here.
At least you don't have the real New Jersey accent. I would have to hate you if you did.
Hey, don't make no assumptions. I grew up in an Italian family, so like I have the option of doing it.
Ugh.
And I always do, like, everyone thinks I'm a racist because I make the okay sign as I'm talking all the fucking time. Just for no fucking reason, because it's in my genes. It's literally in me to the bone.
Whereas me, I'm a northern lass, so I've got the northern...
Beautiful accent.
You do. You have a great voice.
No,
Bear has a pretty good accent, too.
Thank you, darling.
True. Bear's got a sexy voice.
Especially when he's Lord Bear.
right?
Yeah, you got a malleable voice.
I can do many an accent.
Yes.
From time to time.
Sometimes I try to do Kraut and tea.
Oh, Kraut's. I actually find his accent difficult.
It's because he sounds like a fucking robot. But is that might just be German? I don't know. Like
it's German efficiency is what that is.
I think his accent. I think his accent sounds nice, especially in comparison to some of the crap he says.
That's true.
It's like
Pissed off a lot of people recently.
Soothing voice.
I find his voice soothing as well.
Sargon too. Nice voice.
Yeah. It's a little he's kind of like he can get you riled up though if he wants to.
I miss the days when you could physically hear him punching his desk.
He like upgraded slightly even though he still sounds like he's recording on a fucking potato.
For a guy who gets as much as he does on Patreon every month, you think he'd have a fucking decent mic.
He probably does. He just doesn't know how to like set it up or some shit. I don't know.
Doesn't know how to use it properly.
Speaking of money, if anybody wants to donate to my Streamlabs, they can. Link is in the description. I need money.
Do it.
I upped my Patreon for you, Lady Viper, right before the stream started.
Really? Thank you.
Yeah. Now you make as much as Bear does.
Yay!
I don't do very well on Patreon. For my size, anyway.
I got 2 patrons.
I've got 5 that I know of. Yeah, I made a joke on Twitter the other day. Yeah, if every one of my Patreons was to give me $1, $1,
$1, sucky, $5. Wow.
$1, I could stay in the kitchen where I belong.
You stole my
your
joke,
mama.
Grace. You stole my joke. I don't think I didn't notice.
Except you never go into your kitchen.
Well,
She needs to go into the kitchen more, to be honest.
I've got a kitchen in my room. It's a microwave and a fridge.
That's yeah. I'd say that's acceptable.
One would think you're a student, Viper.
I live like one. You know, I mean, Domino's nearly every night, or microwavable meals when I can get them, or starving.
Domino's is expensive, woman.
Hmm?
That's
Oh, I
true.
know. I know. That's why I try not to do it every night, because delivery, you've got to order over £10. It's like, that is ridiculous.
They also take fucking ages as well.
That gets
Yeah.
way expensive. I just get like a bulk packet of like some kind of fucking fish for $10, and then I eat for like a week.
But, I mean, if everyone was to donate, I would be able to clean up my kitchen with some proper industrial strength bleach and, cook.
And then I can
Yeah.
eat.
Yes,
Please help! I'm starving.
a hack job. Get Subway. It's healthy.
Subway is nice.
Subway is nice, and I would go, but it's not
Steak
cheap.
and cheese footlong when you're absolutely cunted. Amazing. You're just tearing away at it. You're like, oh, nom, nom, nom.
No. Chicken and bacon. Chicken and bacon all the way.
Chicken and bacon is also nice.
Hack Job tweets out some amazing food pictures.
She loves food. Honestly, she always DMs me when I'm eating. She somehow knows I'm eating, and I'm like, I'm eating, Hack Job, and she's like, send pics.
Yes, Hack, I know sandwiches are healthier than pizza, but I couldn't order pizza and it's delivered to my door. I have to walk to get Subway.
Yeah, the nearest one for me is in the town centre.
Yeah, so's mine.
I ain't driving up there.
I mean, I'm gonna have to start eating Subway more than I'm lost for words. My stupid brain isn't working. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna have Subway a lot more. While it's not halal at the moment, because I know that anytime now it's gonna go to halal meat, because I've been noticing a steady rise in the Muslim population in my area, and it's like, go back to Preston, please. That's where all your mosques are.
I'm really hungry now. All this talk of food.
Do you guys have
No.
Chipotle over there
No.
as a franchise? Oh, that sucks.
Well, no, there is actually one Chipotle in Preston.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is what I've seen. It's next to a KFC, so I don't go in it because KFC is way better.
This whole conversation about American food chains being around you would normally make me sad for if you were from pretty much any other country than the UK, because your food, your food, ugh.
There's a severe lack of Wendy's in this country.
Yes.
There's like 6 of them, and they're all in London.
There's not as many Wendy's as you would expect in the United States either. They're like, there's less than the other ones, I guess McDonald's and Burger King and shit.
Well, Mackie D's is a very large. Well, but here's the thing about British food, right? The best British food is the food that you get in a British pub.
Yes. Oh, yes.
You get a nice steak with they'll serve it to you sizzling, blue cheese and mushrooms, all that sort of stuff. Or if you get a full Sunday roast,
full English.
If you ever had a Sunday roast or a full English, you'd love it.
Yeah.
I learned to cook as one of my first jobs was a bartender. I was 18, and you can't drink, but you can bartend at 18. And like I had to the guy, I don't know, it was this dive ass bar, and he was just like, "You've never made a steak before, have you?" And I was like, "Not really." He's like, "I trust you," and I just kind of trial and error, trial and error. So now I can cook. But they had I don't know, it's just something about the feel of the grill and stuff. It's different. They're so robotic in McDonald's. You can tell they spray down some industrial disinfectant every night. And
I worked at McDonald's in my youth.
I never did. What's that like?
Soul crushing.
Okay, you don't want to work at McDonald's.
Well, FYI, for those of the British people here, I used to work at Lidl's. If you don't know what Lidl's is, it's basically a ghetto grocery store chain. and the bakery bit where they serve apparently fresh bread. The bread isn't fresh for a start, right? It comes out the fucking freezer.
Yeah, I can tell that.
And the trays that you use only get cleaned once a month. I shit you not, I'm not even joking. You what you do is when you're finished like putting all the stuff in the mega oven, you sweep them off with a little dustpan and brush, and then put them back.
That's disgusting.
Don't buy the bread from Lidl.
It's
the
rustic.
thing that Lidl is like on the other side of town for me, so I don't go.
It's cheap for a reason. Well, I'm going to go because I'm super hungry.
Yes, we've made Bear hungry. He's going to get his honey and his ice cream.
It's good to see you, Bear.
No, I haven't had my evening meal. I had to have a nap earlier. Insomnia is wonderful. Yeah, so I'll see you guys later.
I will see you later, Bear. I'll probably
Thank you for the invitation. Thank you, Phobos. Thank you, Adamantine.
Nice to finally talk to you, Bear.
I will consider your proposition, Adamantine.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Woo.
Okay, I'll see you later, people.
It was good to see you.
Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.
I should probably actually go as well. It was good to talk to you guys, though.
Good to talk to you too.
I thought I was sub to you, Viper Sword, but for some reason I just had to resub to you before this. So there's that.
Yay! 915.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not long now until I can activate Super Chat. That's when Sir Adamantine will really start.
Right. It's
Money.
You're getting closer to that super chat, and you know what that means.
I'm going to be raped by money.
I've never heard it put quite that way.
Well, you gotta put a rape joke in there somewhere, so why not there?
No, that was a very that's appropriate, and I've seen it happen. I've been on the Lords of the Night stream, or I've not been on there. I've seen from the chat.
Yeah, super chat.
The kind of violating that Sir Adamantine here can do.
Oh, I didn't know you had seen that.
I've had previous experience of his violating via watching Bear.
I was previously promiscuous.
Now he's just mine.
And that's all right. Eventually, they say that eventually pansexuals all settle down into monogamy anyway.
Never heard that, but
I'll put you on the list, folks.
Woo! But yeah, it was good talking to you. And this was like first time I've ever actually done like a stream like this. So it was nice experience. Yeah. And I will hopefully do it again soon. Hopefully I don't fuck this up. I just hit the little leave call button.
Little hang up button.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Bye, Phobos.
Bye. And then there were two.
Indeed. I love Agatha Christie, by the way.
Agatha Christie, she's alright. I haven't read many of her books. Maybe
They're fun.
I think I need to start reading books again. I've got one that I need to read, like on my bedside table, but I'm kind of scared to read it.
What is it? 50 Shades of Grey?
Oh God, no. That, if anyone bought me that, I will be going, oh, burning material. Methodos,
I've never read it, but I prefer my porn to be just straight porn. Not any kind of pretense.
Yeah.
Oh, Dem 2 is here.
Go away.
We were talking about you earlier.
You were, I'm not. No, the book that I've got is the author is Rick Riordan. whichever one, um, who did the Percy Jackson series, and he's gone on to do other series, and the series that he's doing right now is it's about the Greek god Apollo being cast down by Zeus, and he's got to basically fight off these demons to basically sort shit out, which is the usual pretense of his books. But the reason why I'm scared of it is because in his recent books he's been going a bit SJW. Like one of the characters in his Magnus Chase series literally blurts out as soon as you meet the character, "I'm non-binary transsexual and my pronouns are she, her," and I was like, "Don't throw the book, don't throw the book, don't throw the book." And it's like, and she's also gender fluid, and I'm going, "Don't throw the book."
I can't stand when entertainment throws politics into it, regardless of what side.
Yeah. Oh god, the Magnus Chase book that character was in was as full of politics, just beating you over the head, and it's like, it was a struggle to read that one. And the previous book in the series, the Apollo series, that I read before this one that's on my desk, there was a bit of feminism cropping up in there. Like Apollo goes, "I invented mansplaining," and I'm going, it's like,
there are endless ways to tell a good story without showing your either rightness or leftness.
yeah. I mean, that's why I like the series at the start, was you didn't really see any political side, and it's only recently, it's very heavy in his Magnus series, and it's only just started to crop up in the Apollo series. But he's had, as I said, the Percy Jackson, the Heroes of Olympus, and the Kane Chronicles. All three of them didn't have any political leanings that you could see. You could just enjoy it for the story that it had. And it's like, now with these, it's, I'm getting a bit annoyed now.
Yeah, I could see that.
No, I have been told by another Patreon to check my messages. I need to log in. Hold on.
By the way, Viper, do you feel up for seeing if anyone in the chat would like to join us?
That's who I've got to look up, because Methodos, another one of my Patreons, has just said, "Send me the link via Patreon." So I've got to.
Yeah, let's add a few people.
You don't want me all to yourself.
I feel inadequate.
You're not. Let's see. Notifications. I'm checking notifications first. Yep. So, Foster, if you're still in the chat, Adamantines beat you. For Patreon donations, right? Messages.
Dem 2, this is your chance to make your pitch.
Yeah. Alright, I'll send Methodos the link, and then he can join. There we go. Because Methodos was the one that didn't join us for the Patreon hangout before. So.
Straight Sith Male is interested.
Straight Sith Male. How do I don't even follow you on Twitter, Straight Sith Male. Da-da.
I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed in streams in case I trigger people. God, Pikachu. Yeah, based on some of his tweets, I can understand that.
Hello, all.
Hello, Methodos.
Hello.
How have you guys been?
We've
I've been
very
having fun.
entertained. Oh,
That's good to hear.
we're hearing ourselves.
Yeah, sorry, I was listening to you guys on my phone. You woke me up.
We're sorry. No.
Oh, it's all right. No, I didn't think you'd actually be.
Yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream so far.
Oh, well,
What was that?
yeah, no,
What's that?
it's always good listening to you guys.
Just going to turn Methodos down a bit and then we can hear Sir Adamantine. Maybe turn Sir Adamantine
Oh,
up a
sorry, am
bit.
I too loud?
Yeah,
I've
sound
turned
good.
it down. I've quieted you down. I love how, like...
Are you
Uh,
trying to shut me up then?
No.
Is this
Just
because I
calm-
called you cute?
Everyone calls her cute. She can't hold it against you.
I can and I will.
I know. Actually, Viper, how annoyed would you be if I made an account called Viper Sword the Adorable 100?
On Twitter, I would be
I
flagging
could
you
be-
down. I would be going,
I don't
change
have a
your
Twitter.
freaking name.
No, I don't have a Twitter, so it'd just be on YouTube. I'll just have to go to all your videos and, I don't know, comment something cute. Actually, could you make me a an avatar like that one that you've got holding the drink, but like winking? And I'd use that as the avatar as well. Just like extend out hand with like the drink and winking. Yeah, that would be perfect. If you could do that for me, I would be very appreciated.
No, because I know what evil it would be used for. And the avatar maker that I got my avatar from doesn't have winking eyes, so meh.
Oh, bugger, I guess I'll just have to try and Photoshop it myself.
Good luck.
You know, Lady Viper, the more you refute it, the more this grows, right? So it's just going to become a massive thing.
No, I'm not cute. It's a lie. I am not cute. I am not adorable. I'm none of those things. I am horrible and I am evil and I am mean. That is what I am.
Look, I don't even like girls, and you have a sexy voice.
She does have a very adorable voice. Don't you, Viper?
I just don't know what to say. The thing is, I can't.
She's just thinking right now, shut up,
Really
shut up,
get
shut
mad
up.
at us.
Yeah.
She can't get that mad at us because we're her patrons.
Exactly. You're my bosses.
And we're just giving her compliments.
You're my bosses. I'm just gonna sit here and take it.
Oh, that reminds me. You wanted to know what I wanted you to do for your next video.
Yeah. It was more of asking patrons what would you like to see more from me. You know, what sort of things do you want to see more of? Because I know my forte at the moment is response videos, but I'm wondering if there's other content you want to see from me. You know,
Yes, there is.
like
I want you to make a video about the oppression of the left-handed people. We are the most oppressed people there are. This is serious. You laughing at this just proves how ingrained your prejudice is against the left-handed like me.
You
I
hate
am
her.
a right-handed person, so I am far superior.
Yeah,
Except for when it comes
you keep
to...
thinking that.
Is the leftorium still open?
Except for when it comes
I
to
have
shooting
no idea.
rifles, I'm left-handed.
That's the Ned Flanders Simpsons thing.
Yes.
Oh, yes. No, I think that shut down a while ago due to the prejudice against the left-handed people.
Wow. If I recall my Catholic history correctly, aren't you demons?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. You see, we suffered many oppressions in the past. The black people have nothing upon what the left-handed have suffered.
Suffer even more.
And there's no like positive sexual innuendo that goes along with being left-handed either, is there?
Well, I suppose you could always make the OK sign with the left hand and the two fingers with the right hand, and do that.
Yeah, but apparently they don't have big penises.
I have heard that, yeah. Methodos, would you care to either prove us wrong or prove us right?
Prove us.
Okay, Stephen Strange, I am not cute as a bunny. Bunnies are a lot cuter than me. I am ugly as all hell.
Yeah, stop.
Why? I'm only saying the truth.
Well, obviously people disagree with you.
They're doing it to troll me.
Yeah, because there's no joke or insult included, so it's obviously a troll.
Really, it seems like Methodos has dropped out for a moment. I wonder if something went wrong. I'm sure he'll come back.
Maybe he was just insulted about the left-handed manhood.
No, maybe something went wrong with... Oh, he's back. There we go, he's back.
I'm back. How far
Well-
through my rant was I when my internet capped out?
Ah, right.
Welcome back.
See? Even the internet is against the left-handed. Cut me off because it doesn't want me to speak.
Right, there we go. I have just made Methodos a wrench.
Oh my god, you gave me my first wrench!
Yes!
Yay, thank you! I have such power. Now I don't know what I can do with this. What can I do with this wrench?
You can time out people in the chat. You can ban people from the chat. You can remove their comments.
Cool.
You have godlike powers over 20 people.
As I was saying, when I had
Awesome.
Bear on, well, when Bear was on before, there was like 29 people watching. As soon as he leaves, 19. We lose 10. I was like, really? You swines.
Yeah, he is a funny bear, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love his Lord Bear skits.
His little bear is very funny.
Yeah, he's absolutely insane, but he's very funny.
Let's see from the chat. Sarah, how much would it be for a tattoo design? Are you asking for an art commission that you could later have a tattoo done? Because that's really up for the tattoo artist to decide. I don't know. I hardly know anything. As I've said in previous videos and what Manic Idiot repeatedly tells me off for, I am an idiot.
Really good at blowjobs,
Well.
apparently.
Consider this.
I got told off for that video.
Why? That was awesome.
One of the other Patreons, Foster, did not appreciate the blowjob joke.
Oh yes, I saw that stream after the fact, and forget him. The rest of us thought it was awesome.
I'm glad you thought it was awesome. Sarah, for me to design one, but to design a tattoo, my God, you would have to tell me what you would like. But £20.
Wow, that's cheap.
Yeah.
That is very cheap.
You undervalue yourself.
That's a good thing.
No, that's not.
I mean, the tattoo artist is going to charge them a lot more. You know, probably like 100, maybe 60, depending on the tattoo design and how big or small they want it. You know, me, just a picture.
Yeah, but you'd probably have to do like a couple of different designs. You know, you'd spend a day or two drawing up different designs and then show them and see which one they wanted.
That's the thing with me. I usually get pictures like that bang on the first time. Don't know how. You know, but the only
Oh,
problem
aren't you bloody talented then?
No, I'm not. I'm not really. The only one that I'm having trouble with at the moment is a commission for the finer print, because he wants the set of emotions, and I'm trying to do his avatar, and it's like, I can't bloody do it. I'm getting... He's very picky. So.
Paul.
He's good humor.
Yeah, he's a good YouTuber. He's got good humor. Just when it comes to his art commission, he's very picky. He's trying to make it. You know, it's like I want a cartoony avatar. Okay, of the avatar I've already got. Okay, so you don't want anime. I'll try Disney. I already knew that I'd failed at the Disney one because it looked too much like Prince Eric. But and then
that's the Prince from the Mermaid one, isn't it?
Yeah, it was like the first one I learned how to draw. I am crap when it comes to male characters.
I still don't get how. I mean, just using me as an example, but I think there are others too. How you've got money you're just want to shove in people's faces for either animation or drawings, and it's so hard to find.
Yeah, I think you've got a site that if you want to look for artists to commission, it will probably be DeviantArt, but you've got to be very careful because there's a lot of really bad artists on there that have super left leanings. You know. Mimi, how good am I drawing at Grey Warden uniforms? I'm super horrible. When it comes to things like armor, I'm not that good. I'm good at drawing, casual clothing, but armor is difficult.
I mean, I could barely draw a stick figure, so...
Yeah, I couldn't even draw that.
Stick figures are becoming, quite artsy nowadays. And I've just received a message saying, you have a message from Methodos. I already know, I've answered it, stupid phone.
Yeah, a lot of times I'll get a message the next day about these kind of things. It's like, yeah, thanks for that. You watched the video. Thank you very much. Thought technology was meant to be a bit more onto it than that. Although in saying that, I do live in New Zealand, so...
And that would explain so much.
It's not that bad. I mean, we're miles away from all the nuclear stuff, and
You're surrounded by sheep.
yeah, we just have to deal with the occasional Balrog. Yes, and Balrogs. Don't forget about the Balrogs.
What about Smaug? Or
No,
the
he's dead.
occasional hobbit?
Yeah, I
he's a
trip over them
dragon
every
who's
time I
lived
go
forever.
shopping. Nah, I don't think New Zealand will ever live down the Lord of the Rings, to be honest, and I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing.
No, if anything
Kind of half
came
embraced it.
good, yeah, if anything came good from those Lord of the Ring films, it's your tourism got boosted because of all those pretty landscapes of walking.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yes, of walking.
well, I'm sorry.
That was
most
a
of
lot
those
of it
films-
was in the South. No,
was
continue. What were you saying?
I'm saying there's most
Keep
of
going.
most of the films are them bloody walking. We're going and we're walking and we're walking. It's like hours pass by.
But they were
and
very
we're
pretty. View.
Yeah, it's like, oh, mountain. Look at that lovely mountain. What a pretty river.
Is it true that New
Didn't
Zealand
really show
has none of the disgusting poisonous animals of Australia?
Yes, that is true. We have no poisonous. Oh, well, the most poisonous spider we have is a whitetail. The only snakes we might get are just sea snakes that find their way here. Aside from that, no, we have nothing. No real predators. Aside from like the ones brought in by the damn British people.
Is there any reason why an American wouldn't love to move to New Zealand?
Their government
Um,
shit.
Not as good at internet.
Yeah, it is.
What's wrong with our government? We throw dildos at them every now and then.
The only reason why you go to New Zealand is for tourism and also to view a hacker.
To the what?
Can you say that again?
To view a hacker.
I'll view a hacker.
View a
I thought you
hacker.
combined that into one word.
I'm sorry, my English isn't very good. I'm not like Lord Bear.
Well, you just sound like you combined the two words, and I'm just like, what the heck is view hacker?
Sorry, I shall speak more clearly from now on. I shall space out
Yeah, and
my
take breaths.
words.
That's better.
Fuck off.
And what did you mean by our government, by the way? What's wrong with our government?
I heard the super lefty. And, you know,
Are
all
they?
about...
I don't even know who to vote for.
Fair enough.
We're,
Yeah,
we're not
just-
as super lefty as like other countries, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, you're not like Canada.
No.
Allow me to be a dumb American for a moment. You know, I'm obviously just based on size. We're not as familiar with New Zealanders or as Australians, but you strike me as essentially the same, which is quite likable, but without the deadly animals. Is that correct?
As in massive, how big New Zealand is compared to Australia.
No, like the character of New Zealanders' personalities.
Yeah, for the most part, we're fairly friendly. You You can walk past anyone, regardless of whether they got Maori tattoos all over their face or gang tattoos all over their face, and you can still just say hi to them as you're walking past, and they'll say hi to you. They're not likely to shoot you.
You don't hate Americans?
I mean, we love to laugh at them,
Well, obvious.
but no.
There's good reason for that, but
No. Adamantine, they'd shoot the English.
well, understandable.
Okay, that's only because I spent many years trying to collect gorse off my parents' property. That's about it.
And just say, hi, Sir Wolfie in the chat. Hello, Sir Wolfie.
I only ask
so
these
Wolfie's
stupid
around.
questions because you're a potential retirement destination for me.
I think we're a lot of people's potential retirement place.
Yeah, I've seen several articles about Americans moving there.
Yeah, that's all right. We need to fill up a little bit of space. There's only like 4 million of us.
It's doubtful I'll make it to retirement age.
Which part of the country would you want to retire to, Sadamenti?
I guess I don't know specifically. Ideally, I would like to live outside of a major metro
What are you
area.
after?
I'm after like 5 acres of like dogs, cats, and goats, and relatively near vicinity to a fairly large city.
Where I live now, I'm 40 minutes from Auckland City, roughly. And yeah, a lot of places have lifestyle blocks that are about 5 acres. So yeah, there's plenty of places like that around. Are you more interested in, like, I don't know, mountain ranges or beaches would be the next question. And what kind of climate are you after? How warm or cold do you want it to get?
Seattle weather is perfect in my mind, or I guess that's pretty much the
don't
same
know
as
what that
London
is.
weather. And I don't care so much about beaches or mountains. I just care about, like, grass and trees.
If you wanted to be windy, you'd be going down to Wellington. You could probably find what you're wanting down there as well. Yeah, there's plenty of grass and trees around. Most of our trees are evergreen, so we kind of miss one of the seasons. I'm sure we could find somewhere to put you.
Well, for what it's worth, you're one of the tops on my list of retirements.
Woohoo! I'll take that as a win.
Of course, retirement's 20 years off, so this is all a bit premature, but never hurts to plan ahead.
Well, that's true. I know people who can't plan ahead a week, let alone a year, or any sort of thing for retirement.
Yeah, I can't plan ahead to tomorrow.
Tomorrow you will be off to the markets because you're afraid to go walk into your kitchen.
Well, yeah. Tomorrow I've got to go and put some money into the bank to pay bills. So that's where the Patreon money this month is going to go. Pay the phone and internet bill.
Yeah. But you're experiencing an explosion in your Patreon, so.
Yeah, just now. You don't know how happy that's made me. Just wait until I get Super Chat. I'm going to be going, oh my god. Or maybe even if people donate to my Streamlabs, which is down below in the description.
Hint, hint.
I will shill like a motherfucker if I have to.
Well,
Go ahead.
personally, I'm a sucker for Super Chat, as you probably noticed.
Oh yeah, you are a whore for that place.
Because The YouTubers I love most are the ones I like to make fun of the most.
No
Bear
wonder,
being the perfect example.
Yeah, no wonder he enjoys my misery for his entertainment.
Pretty much. In fact, there's an upcoming, well, sometime in the future, video from the white YouTuber
Yeah.
where, based on my my Patreon, he has to sing "It's Raining Men."
Nice. Let's see. Everyone's just talking about New Zealand now in the chat.
Good to see. Good.
It sounds like a lovely place.
Well, actually, there's one thing you might not like as an American,
Mm.
which is the lack of guns.
No, I do like guns.
I mean, you can join a pistol club, which would probably state your need for guns, but we can't just carry guns around with us, and many guns are not allowed.
Well, the main thing about guns is there a reason why you need them there?
I mean, to fend off the local Balrog, maybe, but like that's about it.
Because if you're relatively safe where you are, then obviously the need is diminished.
I mean, half the time I don't even lock my front door,
See, that's
so
the
that
kind
might
of
give you an idea.
that's the kind of place where I want to live.
Where if you came over here, lock your door all the time. Even have a secondary and third lock.
Jesus. Have you got a shotgun set up as a trap as well?
No, because I'm in England, we don't have guns. There might be a bow.
What, really?
Yeah, in England we have no guns. We are very strict when it comes to gun laws. Yeah,
I thought we would.
Just like Chicago.
Okay.
No.
How is Chicago strict? Like for American standards, how is it strict?
Chicago has one of the most restrictive gun laws in the U.S. It all goes back to
How?
almost all of the abuses that you see with guns, all of the murders. The vast majority of them are from people who have illegal guns. People who have legal guns make up a very small percentage of gun deaths in the U.S.
Yeah, that's the thing. In New Zealand, you can't really even get the illegal guns because they were never made legal to allow them to then make a black market. You can't even have tasers and pepper spray in New Zealand.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Which I always thought was sucky. I always wanted a taser. You can carry a kettle prod with you.
How is that better than a taser?
Oh, it's way worse. They pack like 3 times the punch, especially the bull tasers.
Oh.
Those suck. Those will put you on your ass.
I mean, over here, over in England, you're not allowed pepper spray or tasers, either. So it's not surprising. Go on.
I have seen a video of a Canadian who defended himself using bear repellent, which is kind of like pepper spray, but in like a
Pepper spray and
a fire extinguisher form.
Mm.
Yeah. It was awesome. I wanted one of those canisters. Don't know what I'd do with it, but I just want it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It may be the American in me. I'm sure it is, but I would prefer everyone, pretty much, other than children, have guns. And when you go on airplanes, no one has guns, but everyone has tasers, because I think that would really keep the crazy homicidal people down, to know that you're going to be instantly massively outarmed.
Well, it keeps everybody at the same threat level. Because over in America, anyone can carry a gun, so anyone can be at a higher threat level than just a guy walking down the street with nothing. So yeah, I can see why you'd say that and stuff. Yeah, just to keep everybody on the same level of, I guess, threat. But in saying that, then you've also got to have your police officers have to be at a higher stage than that in order to keep the peace in case something does go down. So that then kind of leans towards where you've got your problems with your cops being almost militarized. I did hear that some place actually has grenade launchers. They just got given 2 grenade launchers. So in order for them to maintain the level up above the standard person, they gave them grenade launchers. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from there, Sir Damage.
I mean, it would be much nicer to live in like a 50s style world where, like you said, you didn't even think about locking your door, but
yeah,
that's just not as prevalent as it used to be.
no.
Happened when we gave women the right to vote.
I'm
That's
sorry.
pretty much the reason.
I'm sorry, we led to your downfall.
Yes, you did.
Led to your downfall, but I don't know why I don't know why you love me that much. I'm a woman.
Because you're adorable.
You really are. You're
not adorable.
you're one of my absolute favorites.
Why? I'm not adorable.
Oh, there you are. You just went even more adorable with your denying of your adorableness.
No, I'm not. Shut up.
You're just gonna have to get used to it. It's not gonna go away. It's only gonna get worse.
I don't want it to get
Who
worse.
gets offended by a compliment?
It's not
Yes.
offensive.
Chat, try and figure out how to make it worse.
I don't take it as an offense. It's more of you guys are lying. Stop lying. I speak the
Would
truth.
I lie to you?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it makes so much sense that we're all lying in collusion with one another.
Yeah, you collude against me.
Yes.
You work together to see how much I can blush, and to see how much how high my voice can get, and
I mean, it works wonders.
But as people in the chat were saying earlier, yes, I am British, so there's a reason why I have a bow. British longbows. Those will knock you on your ass.
Not quite as much as a 50 caliber, though.
Yeah, I was going to say not quite as much as a shotgun.
When you've got the equivalent of a fence post launching at you, yay! Well, yes,
I mean, you could always trade up and use the ballista that the Bronze shot at Drogon. There you go. You can use that.
Well, unfortunately, I can't equip that to the roof of my house because technically it's not my house. I rent a room. That's about it, but I can't equip one to it.
That would be awesome.
I know.
You should like, put it as an art thing. Yeah. It's on the roof. It's for an art project.
It's an art project.
And then I could tell Bear how to find you. Yeah, for when Bear shows up in his white van.
Yeah. That's another reason why I have the bow. I will shoot him in the ass.
Actually, if I write a fan fiction about you and Misa and stuff, would you read that for a video?
Yes. I have me and Manic.
Oh, you would?
Me and Manic have made a promise on a previous live stream that's on his channel that any fan fictions we get, whether it be about both of us together or just one of us, we would read them on a live stream.
Awesome. I'm going to have to go to Pornhub and get some research done then.
Sir Adamantine, am I boring you that much?
No. I was just thinking how. Well, there's the whole you and Misa thing, but I still find the love triangle aspect to be much more interesting.
What love triangle?
You and Manic Idiot and Dem 2, who
Dem2 is too young.
I was just trying to get him into the chat, but he seems reluctant.
Dem2 is too young. He's not my type, and I'm only friends with Manic. There was that one fan fiction, and that's it. And that one blowjob.
And the blowjob.
That was it.
I still predict that this triangle is still going to end in some sort of explosive, hopefully not literally, explosive fallout at the end.
The only explosive fallout will be landing on Viper Sword. All over her face.
Yeah, I think that'll be Manic Idiot, but then Dem 2 is going to break down.
I think that was going to happen. It'd be all over my breasts, okay? It wouldn't be all over my face. Be all over my tits, they're big enough. And according to Misa...
Okay, so I'll just take a note of that. Just gonna make sure that that's written down for later.
I'm the same.
Just remember, I called this.
Bigger than Misa.
2 inches, right?
Yeah, 2 inches in chest, bigger than Misa. But I'm a lot fatter than her. I'm a land whale. Take notes. I'm a land whale. I'm disgusting. But my boobs are bigger than hers by about 2 inches.
Big boobs, absolutely adorable.
Oh, fuck off.
Enjoys wet stuff getting smudged all over boobs. Yep, this will shape up just fine.
I'm about to do a bad thing, Lady Viper.
Why? What are you about to do?
You'll see.
No! I don't like surprises! Tell me now!
Look in the chat.
No! I'm gonna remove that. No! No!
Did anyone get that?
Naughty! Naughty Griffin! Naughty Griffin! I'm on the lookout now in that chat.
Hopefully someone comes or this is going to be sad.
Deleted it too soon.
You deleted it?
Meth! Meth at us!
Hey, you haven't deleted it yet.
Deleted.
Leave it.
Dectran, I agree with Dectran. Give me money for liposuction.
Oh, we got someone!
Who? Oh no, I'm kicking you out, Dem too.
Oh, why? Why not?
Oh, look who's here!
Fucking ill, you bastard.
Yeah, I don't think you deleted it, Viper. It's still there.
How many people joined us from that link?
Oh, this
Well,
is
that's
great.
Too many. I'm going to be kicking people out.
No, fuck. I'm first. I bet I'm first.
All right, we need to talk to Dem too here
Why?
Why?
because of this cute little fucked up relationship you two have.
There's no relationship whatsoever. He's an annoyance.
Yeah, you haven't sent him yet any nudes though, have you? No.
I haven't sent you any nudes either.
Oh yes, you have, because otherwise I wouldn't have ripped my cock off.
I'm pretty sure Manic's the only one who has nudes.
He's not got nudes either. My God, you people.
He's got an imagination.
A world of pure imagination.
You don't really need nudes. You just need Photoshop, and there you go. You can make all the nudes you want of her.
Yeah, just
gonna
grab
use
her icon.
Photoshop.
I hate you all.
You're a loveless Viper.
Love you, Lady Viper.
So I say I come round, I'll zuffle your curtains.
Oh god.
No.
Play your cards right, I'll even make you breakfast.
You
Ooh,
don't want to go in
that's
that
a good one to
kitchen.
get.
Well, what's wrong with your kitchen like? Have things like grown in the sink and developed their own language?
I wouldn't be surprised if that has happened by now.
They call themselves the Baldies.
Baldilocks and the three hair.
Their language is Baldanese.
Am I allowed to make racist jokes here?
Let's make what jokes?
Huh?
Is there anyone black in the chat?
Why did you instantly assume black? I am Indian. I could say an Indian joke, you bastard.
I don't consider you Indian.
I have been to India, drank Indian beer, and
I did this and like this.
yes, actually, I got fucking annoyed because I instantly was like, fuck.
Yeah, and this is the thing, right? Right, curry is supposed to come from India, and they don't know how to make curry properly. It's fucking horrible Indian curry. Proper Indian curry, anyway. It's got no taste to it.
No, Indian curry makes you shit for 5 years.
No, that's eating anything in India makes you shit in 5 years.
Oh
Yeah, you know that,
right.
Pikachu.
Well, Dem to your accent is much better than I expected.
What do you expect?
Pure Cockney shit.
Well, as I said, I'm
with a bit of indecipherable customer service Indian.
Brother bastard.
Oh, bloody. Goodness gracious me. I fucking love it when, well, we don't have it anymore because I got a landline, but I used to fucking love it when them fucking scamming Indian bastards used to ring up and try and say, your computer has been giving messages to the internet to say it has corrupted viruses. Like, I keep the bastards on the phone for like 2 hours pretending to be stupid. Like one of them says once, you are needing to look into your keyboard. So I just went, all right, hang on a minute then. And then I like made all these banging noises and shit. And then I says, right, all right, what am I supposed to do now then? I went, can you see the Windows button? I went, yeah, it's on the floor about 6 foot away from where I just smashed my keyboard open to look inside it. Like, oh, you are not supposed to do that. I goes, oh, now you fucking tell me.
That's pretty mongrel.
The best part is when they say, my name is Dave.
My name is
Yeah,
Dave.
My name is Dave.
My name is being George. No, it's not, mate.
I always get John Smith.
Yeah.
John Smith is the fakest name ever.
I'm related to Smith.
Calls, they tell me to show my bobs and vagine.
Yes. We show Bob's and Virgin. It worked in Viper.
What?
Don't worry about that.
Oh, dear.
Are you gonna hate me
Viper's got
forever
the
for
best
this, Viper?
accent.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, so I see that there's been like a magnitude, was it 8.1 earthquake in Mexico or something?
Oh, fuck my drugs.
I'm going to say I think it's caused at least a tenner's worth of damage.
I like how some of us just invaded Viper's call, and now she's not speaking.
Yeah, I know she's not speaking. Come on, Viper, speak. Say something fucked up.
Fuck off.
Well, it's not fucked up. That's just normal. Like bloody kids at nursery school say that.
I am a kid at nursery school in my head.
Oh.
Tell us your secret plan to kill
That's
all the
cute.
niggers, Viper.
Yeah.
I can say something fucked up if you want me to.
Let's hear something fucked up.
I'm gonna fuck you so hard I can touch your urethra.
No,
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 you
no.
won't.
I'm going to fuck you so hard that my dick bounces off the back of your teeth. I'm
Go
going to fuck
away,
you so
both of
hard
you.
I'm going to turn you into a cum fountain.
Go away, both of you. Just go away.
Why?
I'm going to rattle my nuts on your arsehole so hard that you'll be covered in blood.
Go away.
No, never.
Lady Viper isn't pleased.
I'll make your
Well,
vagina.
not that I've been random pleased yet.
Look at the bright side, Lady Viper. At least they're still sticking to gay sex.
I was talking about gay sex.
Gay sex. I wish they'd recriminalise homosexuality so that when I do it, I could feel dirty.
Just have it up the ass, you feel dirty enough.
Yeah.
Well, I use wooden objects, so I think that's alright. I think that's still a bit illegal.
Wouldn't object. One guy, one jar.
One guy, one pencil.
Oh, is that it?
Ah, it was his first time.
That guy managed to shove an entire jar up his bumhole.
I
He
don't want to
fucking-
know.
He fucking regretted it immediately, like, but...
So, Elementin, you're probably loving this, but Viper is regretting even giving you access to this stream.
Mwahahaha.
I regretted it, but, you know, from Sir Adamantine and Methodos, because they're the ones that did it.
Yeah, they are. I got Methodos to think though.
She still loves me.
Mountains.
Army toe.
You know, guys, it's not really gay if he kind of looks like a girl, right?
What if I say no homo?
Yeah.
That's not gay.
Well, put it this way, I could have, you know, my fucking balls could be like 2 fucking cricket balls, and I could be locked in a room with fucking Justin Dennis, and I'd still have a wank.
That's all lying, you know it.
Yeah.
No, I had a
You may-
crack at him on Twitter earlier, and apparently is it this thing, was it the GLAD Awards or something? And I says, does GLAD stand for, was it Gay Assholes Assemble to, gay assholes come up to assemble didgeridoos or something like that? And then I noticed in picture he's got problem glasses on, but there's no fucking lenses in the glasses. So I just went, oh, by the way, get some lenses for your glasses, you lanky piece of shit. I don't
Does
know, that
anyone-
facial
does that-
feminization surgery that he's had has made him look even more fucking ugly than he did when he fucking started.
Does anyone else
I
think
don't even
he's
notice
wearing
the
a
difference,
hat
really.
because he's trying to cover some sort of hair loss?
Right, so, well, it's like I
Probably.
said the other day, I reckon that's why I never takes that off in videos, because if he does, you'd be able to see that it's actually just a wig stitched into the, you know, the lining of his hat, and he's actually got a skinhead with a fucking swastika tattoo on the side of his head.
Oh, fucking shit. Fucking
Oh.
hell.
He's a feminazi.
Looking at
Myself a goober.
Blair White's feminization surgery, they actually lowered her hairline, so it's
Yeah.
probably what's covering, you know, what Riley's covering up with the hat is the scar from actually lowering the hairline.
I doubt it. I think he's just
No,
covering up his male pattern baldness.
Yeah. Whatever the case may be, he's an ugly man or an ugly woman.
Either that
Just
or he's
ugly
covering up
thing.
he's covering up the massive cock that's fucking, under his hat.
And I don't get why in quotation marks people think his girlfriend is attractive. She's ugh.
She's not bad.
bad, but I
I
wouldn't
would
bang her.
poke it with a 2-foot pole.
She has an arm waving problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once you slap handcuffs on her, she won't do it,
But she'd probably snap your dipping off if she's giving you a wank.
Yeah, and handcuffs on, bit of gaffer tape over her mouth, she'd be fine.
Makes it a bit more fun.
Yeah, 'cause I love it when they struggle.
Well,
Use it as a hand puppet.
they live across an ocean, so I'm sure it's a real relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder if those two have even fucked, Riley and his girlfriend.
I don't want to know. I really don't want to know.
I can't blame you, Piper.
Yeah, I remember thinking once, I bet you was like sent her a dick pic and she thought it was just a picture of a fucking, one of them packets of like little mini sausages that you get for picnics.
Cocktail sausages.
Yeah. And she's like, it sends a picture and like, what do you think? She goes, oh yeah, I'd love to come and join you for a picnic. Fucking mini sausages and 2 little Scotch eggs. I bet you he shaves his bollocks as well.
Too much information.
Everyone
I
should.
don't want to know.
I bet you he does
Piper
that.
regrets everything.
Yes, I do.
That's what I say. I bet you what he does is, I bet you he like tucks his cock between his legs and then shaves his bollocks and tapes them up so it sort of looks a bit like a vagina. And
I know everyone's triggered.
oh, triggered. Oh no, I've never triggered any fucker before.
Oh, it's the first time for everything.
I usually trigger the Viper just by existing.
Well, no, I've been trolling for over 30 years.
Dempsey, you don't
anyone's
say to
triggered
me,
this
you
Piper.
annoy me.
What? Stop moaning at me, mother.
I'm
Mommy's
not
Piper.
your mother. Fuck off.
Mommy, what's for dinner?
Oh,
Are you sure? Are you sure you're 17, Dem? You sound older.
MILF.
Do you want to see my passport?
See your
No,
what?
my first left.
My passport.
Gone.
It's probably his internet pumping out again.
Yeah, probably.
He'll come back.
I have Sky Internet, so I might die in a minute.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, pardon me.
I just sent you an apology, by the way, Viper.
I'm just seeing it now.
Should we all send Viper an apology for this way?
No,
Yes.
never apologize.
I'm not.
Buy
a
him money.
Viper,
Oh.
I'll send you an apology fanfic.
I'm not sorry though. It's more fun this way.
You could apologize to me and send me money.
No.
No, I'm good.
Everybody should send me
Who the
money.
fuck are these assholes?
I'm Ghosty. Nice to meet you, cunt.
I'm the British bastard. Hello. Fuck off.
Oh,
Right.
cool.
Dento, you are getting ejected now.
Alright. Later, fuckers. All I gotta say is
Nobody,
legs!
nobody is mean to Thorn.
Oh, was that Fawn? Oh, shit.
I'm
Fine.
just allowed to be mean to everybody else because Viper actually likes me.
Death to
Exactly.
all Jews.
Alright, everyone else is a cunt. Fawn, you're alright.
Aw, I can live with that.
Be nice to Lady Viper.
Favoritism.
I just spilled a fucking can of peaches in my fucking lap. God damn it. No,
Be nice to
sticky.
Mummy
You
Viper.
can get sticky in a fun way. Damn it.
Oh yeah.
What?
Ah!
Just realised how long we've been on for because now Irate Bears and Drunken Uncle's podcast is starting.
Well, there go all the views.
Yeah, we're now down to 8 people watching since this tirade
Because
has
most of the
began.
people are in this call now.
I'm sorry I lost you viewers, Viper. I existed.
Well, we're
Yeah,
in-
sorry.
That's what happened.
Lost your started from me.
More people chatting than watching.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't expecting to evade a call tonight.
I blame Methodos and Sir Adamantine.
Actually, blame
I've
Methodos.
only
I
put
got
the
them
link
from
in the
him.
chat, Yeah, I've only put the chat in the chat like 3 times now.
I deleted
I
them.
think it's full up now, actually. You can't put any more.
Even worse, you can put it on Twitter.
I don't have Twitter, so I can't do that. Sorry.
Oh, thank God.
So apparently, Lady Viper, you're gonna have some trust issues with me after this, or
Just a little bit.
You should take his wrench away.
I would never ever do that unless someone paid me.
no, I'm her sugar daddy. She won't do that.
Exactly.
I don't have a sugar daddy. I need a YouTube sugar daddy.
Viper, when I get a job, I will literally pay you £100 to take his wrench away.
I can outbid
Swear to
that.
God.
Yes, Sir Adamantine can outbid that.
I can outbid all you.
Well then, do it, Viper. If you want to get money, then make them have a bid off.
Oh God.
100 to take his wrench away.
I can already tell you the winner.
Have
Go
to
on.
get off on my channel.
1 G a month.
I'm not kidding. We're trying to buy a house soon. So, like, yeah.
Oh, good luck with that.
Oh, good luck with that.
I'm trying to buy a pocket pussy.
Well, at this point, like, the mortgage would be cheaper than what we're paying for rent.
Damn.
That is. I'm glad I get.
Yeah,
I'm glad I get welfare.
You want a house, Lady Viper?
A flat, not a house.
Oh, please, you're gonna make a dick joke?
We'll talk.
He's making a dick joke.
I was actually offered a house. Probably
I was not making a
fucking
dick joke.
A big throbbing one.
I don't want a house in like rural fucking Wisconsin.
No, I mean, I don't want a
Get
house
one,
because
get
it's just
somewhere
me.
respectable like Detroit.
Yeah.
What's funny is I live in Chicago. So
You could find enough money in your pockets to buy a house in Detroit.
I could.
I'd really like to go and live in Detroit because for some reason I really like this TV show called Hardcore Porn, and I'd just like to go to American Jewelry and Loan just to like have a poke around.
Well, you could buy a house in Detroit now for like $1.
I mean, I could buy a house in Detroit with what's in my pockets, and I'm not wearing pants. So, granted, half the house might be missing and like stripped for fucking brass by crackheads, but you know.
You'd be better off in Mogadishu.
I don't know about that. I mean, there's a difference between like gang warfare and literal war.
Yeah, well, the Somali population is similar in both cities.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna fuck off me because I've like got other people to trigger.
Okay.
I'll speak to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
What do you
Yeah,
think
I'm gonna
the
head off as
housing
well,
is for
Viper.
Venezuela.
We're losing everyone.
Who's leaving next?
Methodos.
I am.
Methodos is leaving.
Yes, I have to go
my
and do
sweet
research for that
friends.
fan fiction for you.
No, no. I already
Oh,
made
you moved into my territory, motherfucker. I'll kill you.
I cannot believe you spilled this can of peaches on my fucking painting. Ah! I'm so mad.
Catch you later, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
Methodos.
Okay, 25 people like the stream, which means 25 people think Viper's cute.
Actually, 24 people.
Just
And
25
I
for
am
me.
not cute.
What if
You're
I say that
fucking
word,
adorable.
Michael? Will you mute me?
What?
If I say that word, would you mute me? Because I say it a lot in DMs.
Yes.
Why?
Very cute.
I am not cute, Thorn.
I said I'm cute.
Oh, yeah, you're cute. You can get away with it.
I'll fucking go up to North England somewhere and find you and call you cute in real life.
Good luck finding me, but I'm not cute.
I have a 0-hour contract off. I can take as long as I want off. No, I've got 5G.
Good luck finding me. I'm very good at hiding. I'm good at staying invisible.
I will pay you
right there.
£100 to give me your address.
Ghosty, shut up.
It's tempting.
This painting is fucked. Just, god damn it.
Fucking fix it then.
No, it's like literally, it was a full can. It's just peach juice all over the fucking painting.
Sexy.
Dem2, your voice totally does not justify your spelling. You're just fucked up.
I have downs, you knobhead.
Don't be
I-
an irate bear here.
I was expecting you to sound like someone who I had no idea what you're saying, even though in theory we were speaking the same language. But
in theory,
you sound fine. So what the fuck with the spelling?
I can tell you now why.
Alright, fuck.
From
I'm gonna.
East London.
Yeah, fuck off, you dookie cunt.
The discrimination here.
you don't know what it means.
Yeah, I know. That's the point. No one knows what it means. Only people in East London will know what that means.
He's from East London.
Well, everybody literally thinks I go home dodging bullets from work, so you know.
Well, I'm from E3. I get stabbed all the time.
Everybody thinks I'm a drunk.
Crazy Brits.
Why? Because you're drunk.
I'm not that crazy, Sir Adamantine.
No, you're not.
You're fucking
But
crazy.
pretty much all the rest of them.
All right, I got a question for all the Brits. How many vans and trucks of peace that you have to dodge every day when you go outside?
Oh,
Too
at
many.
least 10. At
Too
least
many.
10. 5 on a good day, 20 on a bad day.
Yeah, and you live up north. I fucking have to avoid like fucking 500 because they're all fucking around me. Fuck it. I shouldn't be saying that with my window open. I think I might get a fucking bottle for it.
Yeah, the worst things are the bottles of peace and the glares of peace.
And the
What about
piss
the
of
acid
peace.
And the rock solid conkers of peace.
Well, I mean, we
Exactly.
currently have like the flagpoles and pepper spray piece.
And the bullets of peace.
No, that's not a piece. That's
No.
just regular bullets.
And
Oh no, they have peace signs on them.
Fortunately for me, I live in the south, so we only got the AR-15s and lynches of peace.
Lynching all them niggers.
We've got the machetes of peace.
All of you Brits need to come to your senses and move to the U.S.
Well, let me move in with you.
Oh, you don't think that we're next? Oh, honey.
Oh, we're next, but we're last.
Oh yeah, years ago. Way
I'm going to
back.
Russia. Fuck it. I'm not there. I'll survive there.
Russia
Just need to
might
come
do
to
okay.
America,
and-
but stay the fuck out of our politics.
Russia and China might do okay too. But all of Europe is fucked.
I think
I mean,
Japan will do pretty good against the Muslims.
No.
I mean, Poland seems to be doing pretty good.
Yeah, but eventually they're going to have to either leave the EU or give in. Same with Hungary and the Czech Republic.
One of us.
Didn't the Czech Republic already give in?
I don't think so.
I think they did. I don't think they went on with the full quota, but I think they let bit in.
I don't know.
But like every other war, you know, Poland's just gonna disappear again. Every time there's a war, Poland goes away for a little while.
Yeah, they don't do well in conflict, do they?
Invisibility shield activate.
No, just they just get overtaken.
Poland, aka the doormat of Germany and Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Can you do that?
A hard life for Poland.
I hope the day comes when all of Europe becomes sovereign and they all get together and remove kebab, just like in my wet dreams and fan fictions.
I fucking love kebab, you dirty cunt.
Kebab is delicious. And shawarma?
Kebab is killing you fucking guys.
Shawarma.
We can have the food without having the people.
I will fight to the death for my kebab.
I mean, I prefer, like, you know, tacos and burritos and shit if we're talking ethnic food, but still.
Pubs look shit.
I was at this, like, fucking hippie gathering the other night, and there was fire dancing and shit, which was awesome. But there's a small group of hippies that were really angry that the place was selling, amongst other things, steak tacos. It was, like, just steak tacos. That was the only taco. And I'm just like, this girl's getting in my face. I'm like, if you seriously don't get out of my face, I'm going to upturn you into the trash can over there. Because you were getting between me and a taco.
Don't fuck with my food.
Were they vegans?
I will trash can of piece you.
No. Trash cans are the weapons of Antifa.
Not if you put them
they're the victims.
No, they're the victims.
Hippies
do
suck.
do not belittle the true victims of Antifa. Trash cans everywhere.
Trash cans and lamp poles.
Yeah.
And Starbucks.
Starbucks windows. Seriously, what the fuck do you have against coffee, assholes?
Thorn, if I can ask, what part of the U.S. do you live in?
I just said it. I'm from Chicago.
Oh, you live in Chicago?
Yeah.
And you're not dead? Yay!
No, I don't fucking
No.
bullets on the way home.
We're neighbors then.
Popular belief. Where are you?
Minneapolis.
Okay, yeah. You know very damn well I'm not dead.
I also know that most parts of Chicago are perfectly nice.
Yeah, they're actually really beautiful. It's a really good looking city.
It has one of the best skylines in the world.
On Reddit, our Skylines has now made a rule that you're not allowed to post any more pictures of the Chicago skyline because there's too many.
What if we have a dildo in our skyline?
You do.
You do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You do down in London.
I know.
What's it called? The Gherkin?
Yeah, the Gherkin.
That doesn't make it any better.
What about the spire? The shard, that's what it is, the fucking shard.
Yeah, the shard. This looks like a big pointy thing.
It's a giant dildo.
No. There's two different buildings. One's called the Gherkin, that's a giant glass dildo. And then there's another one called the Shard, which is just a big pointy thing.
No, that's still a dildo if you're brave enough.
I mean, technically, if you think hard enough, every skyscraper is a dildo.
Yeah, but some more than others.
Needle. Cleopatra's Needle was like the first dildo.
Excuse me. They're all symbols of the patriarchy. They are large spires. They resemble a penis.
Especially the Twin Towers.
Everything's a dildo if you're brave enough. Everything.
Sharp edges.
Everything is a dildo.
But in all
Human
seriousness,
beings.
yeah, Chicago, one of the most beautiful skylines in the world.
Yep.
Top 5.
Someone's got a phone call.
Not me.
What I find funny is I recently come into contact with a lot of like pro-gun folks, and I'm just like, oh yeah, hey, you should come visit me, and they're just like, oh no, I'm just like, but you have guns. What you scared of, bitch? I thought you had guns.
They do have guns, but they don't want to use them.
No, it's like I thought you had guns. Pussy.
They're
Yeah.
guns apiece.
We don't want to get our shit taken away.
They're gonna take your shit away. Just don't do anything wrong. The police generally don't bother you unless you're doing something.
Why do I always get searched?
Oh.
You're doing something.
I'm not doing something.
You're pulling up
Shady.
the white supremacist
Shady
side.
half Indian.
Yeah. I'm not telling people about tech support. Swear.
Well, I'm brown enough to get searched at the airport, so.
I'm too
Oh, no,
pale.
I'm white
Just
skin.
let me walk by.
I'm a stealthy cunt. I'm a stealthy Indian bastard.
I'm the wrong kind of brown though, so I still don't know why I get searched at the airport.
What kind of brown are you?
I'm Puerto Rican kind of brown.
No, you're white.
Yeah.
I am really not.
Chris Reagan is Puerto Rican.
Chris Reagan is white as fuck.
Yep.
There you go.
Chris Reagan's
Answer.
a snowman. He's that way.
I'm what like y'all across the pond would say. I'm proper brown.
Oh, for fuck's sake, stop using that fucking phrase. It's not a fucking pond. There's no ducks in it. The fuck off.
I'm brown enough that I have to run through the swamps away from lynches and AR-15s of peace every day.
I think I think Thorn and Dem 2 owe us pictures now.
Of what?
I've seen Thorn.
I am brown.
Of what? My face?
I
Yeah,
know,
I can
that's
see my
mine.
face as well.
Go to my
Somehow.
Twitter. You can see my fucking face. I'm not hiding.
Show us, people.
Yeah, I have my faces on my Twitter for a while, and there's a fucking tweet of it.
Yeah, whatever. Show us.
What? What, you mean like a webcam?
No, like a picture, whatever.
Alright, I'm gonna take a picture of me and my penis in my face.
I don't want to see your penis, just your face.
You do that, Dem, and I'm gonna eject you.
Of course
Wait,
you
what
are.
would be the difference between his penis and his face?
What?
He shows his face. The stream gets banned.
Yeah.
Because then it gets put in the restricted mode.
I don't want to turn my cam on.
I have a fucking.
I'm not turning my cam on.
I have blue tech in front of my camera, so I can't.
I turn my cam on, I'm drunk.
Viper can vouch for my
I'm
brownness.
drunk too.
Sir Adamantine is drunk. He's
I'm like,
wasted.
I'm like a couple shades darker than Miss Mesa.
He is drunk. He fucking sent me a link.
Oh no.
True.
Freaking.
Yeah, that's what started it all.
Ignore the Skype.
That invasion was probably the best part of this whole thing.
Oh man.
Whereas me, I just have two things on my chest that kind of look like bombs, so. That's
Goes, bonkers.
They're atomic.
Torpedo.
Oh, Dem
Scope
2
it.
was nice enough to send me a photo, but it's
you can't see shit.
It's all black, so
I think that's proves something.
I can currently
There
only
you
type
go.
with like one hand, with like a couple fingers, because the others are covered in paint and fucking peach juice.
The fucking peach juice.
Peach juice.
you're definitely on the darker side there, Dem.
That's my dad.
Unfortunately, Sir Adamantine, I deleted the only picture I had of Dem 2 sent to me.
No,
I
I
don't
sent
know
an
why.
actual picture of me next to my father, so he knows the difference.
You should take it as an insult she deleted it, because that means she has no use for it, if you know what I mean.
I already got one person fapping to my photos, so I don't want another one. But I
There's
said,
28 likes on the stream.
yeah, Adamantine, your what is it? Your fucking love triangle, fucking mind book's not gonna work.
Oh, I'm not trying to set anything up. I'm just observing.
Well, I have a significant other right now, so that wouldn't work.
Good. Stop annoying me then.
Oh no, I know both of you.
Stop annoying me.
Why?
I have a significant other.
Give
That
me a
won't stop me
reason,
from calling
and I'll
Viper
stop.
cute.
There's no reason to annoy me or say that I need to provide you with entertainment when you're bored. That's what you've got a girlfriend for. Or a boyfriend, whatever
No.
way you swing.
Both ways, probably.
Why get a girlfriend
Ow.
when we can have our sweet, sweet, sexy, bootylicious space empress?
Shut up with that.
Wait.
Shut up with that. That needs to die.
One needs to die.
I haven't even heard that.
Now I want to hear it.
Bootylicious.
But
No, it's
Space
not the
Empress.
Oh,
Shut
oh, is
I
it
am
basically
not.
another version of Viper is thick?
Yes.
I'm not
Thick.
thick. I'm not.
You are thick.
I'm not thick.
You're
I'm
thick in
not
one
thick.
sense.
You're right, Viper. You're not thick. You're extra thick.
Extra.
I'm not. I'm not extra thick. I'm a land whale. Get it right.
Doesn't that count?
Viper. Stop it. You're not-
Yeah. True.
You're not a land whale.
I
Stop
am
that.
a land whale.
You'd be a llama if I was brown.
No, no.
You are
the
brown.
feminists have single-handedly like pulled up the average. So no, you're not.
No, in London now, chavs live in their basement, hiding away.
I'm just a skinny bitch. So
I wish I was skinny.
Viper.
You're gonna have to face it, Viper. There are dozens of people who love you.
Including everyone here.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm mean to you all. I'm evil and mean.
You're not mean to me.
You've never
But it's
been
a
mean to
cue.
me.
Yeah.
That's
Literally.
because most of your fans are a bunch of masochists.
No, she's never been mean to me, even though I'm probably one of the top of annoyances.
I basically wrote a porn about her and Manic, and she still doesn't hate me, so I think I've been good.
That's because it was funny. It was funny. I couldn't get mad at it.
I've not been around I haven't been around long enough for people to start writing fanfic porn about me.
Neither have I, but
Yeah,
you know.
one. I'll give you one.
That could change. I'm in the middle of writing one.
He just changes all the names.
I need more characters in it anyways.
Ooh, orgy.
A blood orgy.
Ooh, even better.
Hail Satan.
I mean, like, no lie, that's probably.
Wait, is it a Satan orgy?
The blood would imply it is.
Yes.
Orgy.
Dem 2, I have to say that
Huh?
even though you're 17, you have a sexy voice.
Well, thank you. I get that a lot, surprisingly.
Probably
I've been
mostly
getting
from
it more
Americans
recently.
who don't know better.
Yes,
One thing I
actually.
get a lot is people saying I'm 23.
Tree. Wow.
Nobody thinks my accent is sexy.
Well, we're Americans, so obviously not. But the
Yeah,
Brits, you know.
Yeah, I have the most nothing accent ever, because I'm from the Midwest.
Same.
That's
And
because
people
people
think
in
that
general
my.
always want to have what they can't have.
And for some reason, people think my accent is nice.
Super
It is.
sexy.
I find it very soothing.
It's
So
very C-word.
It's almost as soothing as on Dooms.
Oh,
God.
that's
No, Doom's beats mine.
I'm
Oh yeah,
doing
it
this.
does. But you're close.
Doom beats everyone.
Yeah.
Undoom beats everyone except James Earl Jones, basically, in America.
He's on the level of James Earl Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody know if he's a smoker? Because he sounds like he chain smokes.
I don't think he is. If he does, it's weed.
But you Brits easily beat that with, you know, Captain Picard and the guy from those stupid dwarf movies.
Wait, what?
Trying to think. Dwarf movies? I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about
But-
yeah. No. Viggo Mortensen.
Magneto.
Oh.
You mean the gay one?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Nothing wrong with gay.
No, it's just how I know people.
Hmm.
So how big is your dick in real life, Viper?
It's non-existent.
Are you sure about that?
It's non-existent.
Are you sure about that?
Sure.
I'm positive.
What about your dildo then?
What?
Well, there's no need
What
to
about
be
your
so
dildo,
goddamn
then?
modest, Viper. I mean,
I'm not telling you my dildo size.
not your dildo size, your dick size.
Extra large. There you go.
She has a black destroyer.
I need something to get my rocks off with.
I don't have a dick.
She has one of them on Megon dildos.
No, I don't actually.
She's a tentacle. She's a giant tentacle.
I wish I did have one, but I don't. It's too bloody expensive.
I love Omegon. He's fun to stream with.
He is. He's fun to take the mickey out of.
Wish I could stream with him. That'd be funny.
No, that's a sexy voice.
Oh yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yes, it makes older women moist.
It sounds slimy, and I like it.
And anyway, Anon, who's to say that I can get your rocks off? I'm not worthy.
Don't say that.
Why not?
I'm pretty sure it's more like Anon is not worthy of you getting his rocks off.
I'm not worthy of
You're a
getting
goddamn
anyone's.
space empress for crying out loud.
No, I'm not. Shut up with that.
You're like a tsundere space empress.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, definitely a tsundere though. Jesus Christ.
The ultimate tsundere.
Yeah, I bet you stalk those girls.
No, I
You know,
don't.
hitting on your senpai with knives or whatever tsunderes do.
No, that's
That's
a
a
yandere.
yandere.
That's a yandere. I'm not that.
You fucking weeb.
I don't know. I guess I need to watch more Cory in the House.
I'm gonna
Go
kill
watch,
this kid.
go watch Future Diaries and learn what a yandere is.
No,
It's
don't watch
bad
Future
for
Diaries. That is not even the good one. Watch Higurashi. That is the good yandere.
When we cry.
Yeah, I fucking love that thing.
Fucking weebs.
No, why? Yes.
Like
Shut
I
up.
watched Thomas and Tank Engine a couple of times to try and get familiar with like anime and stuff.
I'm gonna kill this kid.
I've learned to, brush it off.
I haven't. I take great offense to that.
Just brush it off.
Hold on, I gotta get rebrushed in.
I mean, you know, that tsundere chick Percy. Yeah, I want to get in his ass. You know, Percy from Thomas the Tank Engine.
No. Percy isn't a tsundere. That's a dandere.
Probably.
Or is it that helicopter?
I don't know. I can't remember all the characters from freaking Thomas the Tank Engine. It's been ages since I've watched that. Since I was 5 years old. It's been 22 years since I last watched that.
They have
Thomas
animated
Tank
faces
been around
now.
for years.
What?
They have animated faces now. And now it's fucking mortifying.
It's creepy as fuck.
I don't want to know. This probably ruined
You
my
don't?
childhood.
It would. Rude wine, I know that for a fact.
This is why I choose to remember the good shit of my childhood.
Ah, porn.
Well, like the original Power Rangers. Yes.
Yeah, the original Power Rangers and Gargoyles and Mighty Ducks and
Gargoyles, yes.
Gargoyles
and
is
Peepus
awesome.
Inspection Day in school. Does anyone remember that?
Batman the Animated Series, best part of my childhood.
That too.
That was awesome.
Best version of Clayface.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
hell yeah. It's like a combination of two Clayfaces in the actual comics, and it was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I know like Harley Quinn came out of that, but seriously, can we have that version of Clayface?
Yeah, that was really good.
Now, a character I really liked was Baby Doll. She was fucking brilliant.
Oh.
Episodes.
Is it okay? I don't know if anybody here will agree with me, but I always have this theory that Batman is the least interesting character in everything that he's in because his rogues gallery is so good.
Yeah,
Except
pretty
in the
much.
new comics.
What?
In the new shit, he's just a sassy arsehole.
He's always been an asshole.
No, a sassy
Batman could be
arsehole.
summed down to he's a rich kid who lost his parents and he wants to punch people in the face.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but now he just calls people dickheads when they fucking say he's just a bat. It's quite funny.
Batman's my favorite hero, but I can tell he's boring as shit.
He adopted a cow.
As I said, his rogue gallery is more interesting than he is.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
read and watch Batman for the villains. You don't watch it and read it for the for Batman.
Oh God, yeah.
The only time Batman's interesting is when he's faced with the Joker. That's it.
Yeah.
No, he's got more interesting villains than that.
No, but Batman
Yeah.
himself gets interesting when he's confronted with the Joker and he has to solve the Joker problem.
Or Ra's al Ghul.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Ray,
Raj.
forgot about him.
It's Raj Al Ghul.
Ray, shut up.
It's changed over the years several times. So
Ra's al Ghul. Yeah, whatever.
Ra's.
I'm going to end the stream because we've been on for like over 3 hours.
Yeah, I've been bumming around my house painting.
Right. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you for everybody who came by. And thank you for to Sir Adamantine and Methodos for joining me. And I hate you all for crashing the stream.
What'd I do?
You
I love
crashed
you,
the
Viper.
stream
I tried to fix it.
slightly. Yeah, you did. Well, thank you, Thorn, for trying to fix it, but I hate the
Wait,
rest of
Viper, you're forgetting the shill.
Thanks, Lady Viper. And I think that the best part of this whole stream was after I leaked the link.
you. No, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
not.
It was
so
10 out of 10.
No, it wasn't.
If you're still awake later, Viper, I'm gonna probably have a stream too.
It just depends, you know. I might crash asleep. I don't know. Depends on what my body does. Stupid body. Anyway, yes.
Keep money.
Send me money either via Streamlabs or Patreon. I need food desperately, really. Okay. Bye.
Bye.